What's going on, Internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TVH, and to be honest, I'd like to welcome you back to the Gaming Illuminati podcast. We have a lot to catch up on episode 71. Before we get into that, let me introduce you to my co-host. The first just got back from the biggest convention of the year, Guardian Con. So say what up to the people, UTX Guardian the Dog.
Hey man, that's for the kids, so you can't hate on that. They actually did a good job. I see the potential in it, so shout out to Bro Man and everybody at St. Jude's and everybody who participated in raising that money for the kids. So what's up, man? What's up? But glad we're back for another podcast. And yeah.
And my second co-host just left the meeting for Project Leap. He says he's gonna take over the PC gaming show one day. Say what up to the people, Ethos.
I ain't got it. Yeah.
You
said we're getting this done quick. Let's go.
All right. And my third co-host is a Patreon backer. You've heard him on various other videos. He's pretty much a regular. It's Blitz. We appreciate you. Say what up to the people. Shout out your social medias. Anything you want to shout out, man?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm back. Been waiting on this for a minute, and ready to talk about some E3. So let's get into it. Social medias, I'm pretty much only on Twitter. You can follow me at B1ITZ90. Follow or not, I don't care. I pretty much only talk about sports and games anyway. So, but yeah, let's get into it.
There you have it. If you want to appear on the podcast, a future podcast, or any other video, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/GI updates. We have all different type of rewards online if you financially support us. There will be a link in the description box below of the video version at youtube.com/The Black Hokage. And of course, feel free to take the show on the go. The GI podcast is available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and the Google Play Store, as well as Spotify. Make sure to download our free app to get all the latest news on iOS and Android. I know some people were complaining last week that the Android app disappeared. It is back up in case you were wondering, and it's totally free. Just search Gaming Illuminati on your respective app store. Now let's get into the show. E3 2018. This is the post show. We're a month late, but hey, you know how GI rock, man. We on that CP time, man. And the first thing we're talking about is the Xbox press conference. I wrote down basically everything that was pretty much revealed. And we're just going to go down the list and talk about different things. The first thing I think that they revealed during the show was Halo Infinite. No new news has came out since that game was first announced, but we do know that Master Chief is going to be in it. And many people were speculating that it could be open world based off the trailer because there was a lot of just driving and openness in it. Is anybody excited about Halo Infinite?
I think I'm at the point where just like I kind of just lost it, man. I couldn't
show anything. Like, is it going to be like a Destiny loot shooter, or like because you says open world? So what's it going to be doing? I don't know. They didn't say anything, so I'm just asking. Like, what is it going to be? If it's open world, what are we doing in the open world? That's what I want to know.
They would kill the series if it was a loot shooter. There's enough loot shooters.
I don't want to see that at all.
Yeah, well, until they actually say something about it, I'm just going to let my imagination run wild and just
it's like infinite possibilities, you know. What was you about to say though? He thought my bad.
Nothing. I don't know shit. I don't understand why they showed that. I guess the only thing I got out of it was like they changed the art style. That was about it. I think that's what people are happy about because now it looks like old Halo. It doesn't look like the new very sci-fi, before 3 Halo.
They changed art style?
Yeah, it looks. If you look at the trailer, it looks more like Halo 3 than it does look like Halo 5.
Yeah, I've only played the first one ever, so I wouldn't even notice.
What's the name? I feel like for E3, they need to stop doing these reveal trailers where they reveal nothing other than the title. Like, if you're not going to come with any type of gameplay, even if it's just like 30 seconds, don't show it, because we know it's coming, but we don't know what to talk about now. We just know it's called Halo Infinite, so there's that. What's the name? I don't know how to pronounce this game. I think it's Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Is that how you pronounce it?
Neither Sekiro or Sekiro.
Sekiro. Yeah. It's that goddamn Japanese game. This one looked kind of interesting.
Incredible.
Incredible. Any thoughts on this one?
Incredible. Yeah, it looks lit. From Software. Looks definitely more fast paced than their other games, and they said that it's still difficult, but it's not like Dark Souls. That's what they said. It's more
man,
like
that shit
action
like
game.
Dark Souls, bro. When I've seen it,
I don't know, bro.
We can't say that. It's cliche.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna get this shit regardless, like day one. So, and JG's gonna complain, but he'll probably pick it up because he can't help himself, but then
I
he'll
don't
rage
know, my
quit.
guy.
You'll pick it up, and then he'll complain about.
I don't know, man.
The trailer
Stuff-
was fire. That
stuff
gameplay was
like
fire.
like Neo again, dog. I don't know.
Yeah, you bought it. Did you buy it?
I ain't buy Neo. Hell no. I played the demo.
Yo, bad. Hey, yo, somebody
good.
donate Neo to JG.
Nope.
We can stream it.
You can
Nope.
have my copy. Let me send it out.
Yeah. I'll send you my
Nope.
copy, bro.
But how you gonna do co-op after you beat
Nope.
the game?
Yeah. No
Nope.
You gotta. That's the problem. You gotta beat the game to play
Yeah.
fucking co-op. And that's why it sucks.
Big nope.
I thought, I was gonna
Yeah,
get
you
it.
don't
We're gonna
finish
play
this.
co-op, have some funny moments. They was like, "Nah, you gotta beat the game." I'm like, "Man, this is torture, bro." I played it so they could teach me how to play it.
Ethos, you can't use a joke anymore. You didn't even beat Neo. I'm
What?
not trying to hear your mouth. I
I
beat
still
all
beat
these.
longer than
I beat
you.
all these
I
games
still
on
farther-
stream this
I'm still
year.
farther than you, boy. I'm still the only reason I stopped playing Neo was because Persona came out, and I had to play Persona then, and I had to put it down, and I didn't beat Persona yet. So,
Damn, but you just told yourself again. You said you didn't beat that game either. What are we talking about right now?
look, I'm on the final palace. I'm almost done with it. It's just all these other games came out, and I had to play them. Shout out to my roommate. He finished Witcher 3 last night. I'm proud of him.
Wow.
Random. All right.
Yeah, this one's
Deflection.
This one's from Software. I don't know if this is a day one purchase for me. It looked interesting, but I need to see some more gameplay. I just don't trust From Software. I don't know if they're capable of making something that isn't Dark Souls related. What's the name? Of course, we got Crackdown 3, for the
Yeah.
what is it, 5th year in a row or some shit like
Why
that.
you even
Anybody?
mention that, man? No.
Come on. Anybody? No? Okay, all right. What about Metro Exodus? Didn't you get to play this one, Jay?
I did get to play it. It's still not for me.
You're a trash opinion.
I said it's not for me. I didn't say it was trash. Now, you said I was trash. I don't use trash when I describe things. Me and Ace did get to play it, but it's like something that obviously the longtime fans of the Metro series, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's just not my type of game. I try to give it a chance, but again, it's just not for me. But I can see like the story is very, very deep. The graphics looked awesome. For what I saw at first, I just want to know, and that's what I want to ask him. I want to know, like, is it going to kill PCs again? Is it going to kill your rig and make you have to get more expensive equipment? Because Metro is definitely hefty on these PCs.
The last one still will kill your PC.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah. So I want to know. I want to know is it going to be more of the same?
Okay,
Yeah, probably
okay.
will. Looks good.
What about you, Blitz? What was your impressions of Metro Exodus? I know it made a big splash last E3. Do you feel like they showed enough to get you excited about the new one?
It did look nice from what I saw. I'm not really a Metro fan. I haven't played any of the previous ones, but it did look interesting enough. Like I'll probably watch a first impressions or like a let's play just to see if it's something I want to get into. But it did look nice, and I'm looking to kind of see a little bit more. Maybe that'll convince me to get into Metro a little bit more.
What's the name? When you played it, did it feel like a stealth game, JG?
Absolutely.
That's why he doesn't like.
That's why he doesn't like it. Yeah.
But I told y'all that though. I don't deny it. I don't deny it at all.
No, I'm just like now like
So
everything
I
is
had-
perfect sense.
I had to conserve my ammo. I couldn't go out just running and gunning. I'm like,
Yeah,
no, I'm
that's
good.
bad.
I'm
You
good.
probably
That
didn't
explains
shoot
it.
the lights out. You were
Yeah,
just running
he
around.
probably ran around and started shooting at him. His gun
Hey.
probably jammed.
No, it didn't. In the demo, I didn't have any of those moments, but I did have a lot of moments where I saw like some big ass like things crawling out the damn at the water, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta shoot it, and then they just ran up on me. I was like, I ain't got no ammo. Oh shit, and I almost died multiple times.
Yeah.
I feel like you should give Last Light a chance, like catch it like on a Steam sale or something, then stream it, and then try Exodus afterwards.
Maybe, yeah,
'cause you
because
didn't know what you were getting
I just don't want to
into,
jump into that one. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good stream game.
This guy want me to stream everything. Beat your own damn game. Shut up. Leave me alone.
I'll beat a game for every game you beat. How about that?
Challenge accepted.
Bro, you not gonna stay to that. Don't
I'll
even
do
lie to
it. I'll do
yourself.
it right
Don't
here. I'll
even
make
lie
the
to
bet. I'll make the
yourself.
bet right here.
But you only
promise
stream on the weekends. You don't even consistently stream on the weekends.
Come on. I will make
And
the
then you
call
play
right now.
Rainbow. What are we talking
Who
about
said I'm
right
gonna
now?
stream it? I just said I'll beat it.
What's wrong with Rainbow? Why you say it like
Yeah,
that?
why
No,
you
I'm just saying, how is he gonna? How is he gonna? No, I'm saying. My point is, how is he gonna beat a game whenever we see him playing, he plays Rainbow? Duh.
You can check.
Shut
You
up.
can check my trophies.
That's what
No,
we're
we
doing
need.
now?
No, we need you to. We need you to
What year
stream
is
it. No, we need you to stream it,
I
homeboy.
can't be streaming all of it right now because I don't got the time.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. No, best
I
not
don't got the
accepted. You
time to
gotta
stream.
stream. Nope, stream for stream.
I be playing games at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Beat
I
your,
don't have time to stream that.
finish league
Alright,
first.
I have-
Finish league. Finish
I have-
league.
Look, I will finish it. Okay, I want to finish that. Okay, how about that? If every game you finish, I'll speed up finishing Leap. How about that? Will that make you feel better?
All right, well, I'm gonna continue being a whole bunch of games. So
You're gonna rush your game out. We're gonna get iron.
yeah, because I don't know. I don't think you want to do that. So
Unity,
I don't think you want to do that.
You can talk about your game for years. The last thing you want to do is rush it, bro. They're gonna shit on you.
Every game JG beats, I reduce the release date by 1 month. So then if it's broken, then it's JG's fault.
I don't even know why you lying to everybody in this stream right now. Because I'm about to beat that next Walking Dead. I'm gonna be Yakuza Kiwami 2. I'm gonna be Spider-Man.
Those games don't count. You can't play a game that takes only 6 hours to beat and call about beating it. Nah, that don't.
Yakuza is not a 6-hour game. What are we talking about?
I'm talking about Walking Dead.
I'm gonna be Spider-Man. I'm gonna be Tomb Raider.
Spider-Man gonna be a 6-hour, 7-hour game.
Why are we cherry picking right now? Either you gonna bet or you're not. What are we talking about?
All right, how did we get Horizon 4?
Jesus Christ, right?
Forza Horizon, it's racing, vroom,
no one cares.
I drive a car in real life. I'm good.
Another racing game.
If I want to race, I'll go and get a car.
What's the name? What about this? They announced the new PUBG World
War
mode.
Cares. That game is dying.
Okay, hold on. They announced the snow map though. Come on, bro.
No one cares.
We've been asking about it.
We were talking about the snow map, yes. We were talking about snow map.
Wait a second. Me and Anon, we finally downloaded the update and we played PUBG the other night. And that new island map is low-key fire, bro.
Is the game optimized?
It runs better, yeah.
Is it optimized though?
I didn't have any problems.
So you got 60 FPS across the board.
Yeah, I've been getting 60. They've been optimized.
All right, I'm gonna download.
If anything, the game's problem is it still has bugs and glitches, I think.
I heard they're gonna start charging for custom matches. Is that true? Or did I don't know.
I heard they charging some ridiculous amount for this battle pass that they stole from Fortnite.
Didn't they retract on that?
I ain't heard nothing about that. Maybe you want to check and make sure if I'm right or wrong. But I heard they've been doing some schemy shit with some this battle pass. I heard you get this event shit, and apparently you can only use this equipment during the event, and then once the event's done, you can never use the equipment again. And you gotta pay loot box shit for it.
That's whack.
Yeah, it sounds pretty stupid.
All I'm gonna say is that new small map, not only is it small so it makes the combat more fast paced, but it's dope. It's basically like a mini Vietnam, and loot is fucking everywhere. We played for like an hour and a half, and every time that we dropped down, the first town we dropped into, we were getting those M4. We were getting all the best weapons basically. So like you only had to loot one town, and then it just becomes a gunfight. And it was very fast paced and fun. I was pleasantly surprised. So you don't be surprised if you catch me streaming PUBG again. I was like, okay, I'm into this.
Does it come with PTSD?
Maybe. And the cool thing about the new map is not only were we getting the best like default weapons, we were getting the best weapons that used to be in crates and stuff, like those new sniper rifles and shit like that. We were finding all those. I'm like, yo, this is.
I thought they increased the drop rate, right?
Yeah, they increased the drop rate like exponentially. So then on the new map, it becomes just being about positioning and gunfights. Basically, it's no longer luck. I was like, yo, this could be competitive if they actually optimize it and fix the bugs. Like this mode right here can be competitive because it's no longer about RNG now. Because everyone is getting the good guns.
But it doesn't matter because everyone knows the new hotness is Fear the Wolves.
I have not seen that game. What is that game about?
What's it called?
Fear the Wolves.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
No.
You really got to
like something for a moment.
Yeah, something new, please.
No, excuse me. It's going to be Fractured Lands Loser.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the Mad Max. This one is made by the Stalker devs, and Fear the Wolves is like, it's like supposed to be like the spiritual successor to Stalker, but Battle Royale, and there's like wolves that actually are on the map, and they'll like hunt you guys down and try to eat you.
So it's basically a big ass Call of Duty kill streak.
Well, you don't get to control the wolves. The wolves are like neutral. They're like NPCs. They go around and they like if they sniff you or hear you, they'll come after you and try to eat you. They're like zombies, but they're wolves. Okay.
Hey. Did Dr. Disrespect play it yet? Because if he didn't, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
That's right. Ha. Big streamers dictate my opinion. All right. So the PUBG's got a snow map and then war mode coming out. This is one of the funniest parts of the Xbox press conference. Remember when they announced Session and everybody thought it was skateboard?
Yeah.
What's the name? So Xbox announced that they're coming out with their own skateboarding game called Session. This game is nothing new. If you actually follow my channel, I did a video about Session. It is a Kickstarter game that was supposed to be coming to PC in the next year or two. But I guess Microsoft caught wind of it because a lot of YouTubers were making videos about it. And they picked it up and it's coming to Xbox. I'd imagine it's still coming to PC, but it's coming to Xbox and PC. I can tell you right now, if you're looking forward to this game, it is a cool game, but it's not Skate. it's much more simulation. You control the character by using the triggers. So if you want to go left, you pull the left trigger. You want to go right, you pull the right trigger. You still flick the stick to do tricks, but you also have to do like the ollie a different type of way. It's just much more technical. So don't go to it expecting skate. You might have a fun time. Check out the video I did. Were y'all impressed by Session?
It's not Tony Hawk, so I'll pass.
Wow, Tony Hawk has been trash since forever.
Well, I only played the second one, and that was a phase. And
don't hate on Thug, bro. Thug series is the best.
Yeah, you can play Shrek and Thug. Shrek. Ethos doesn't care about sports games. I know that much. Yeah. You said the triggers. That sounds dumb as hell. Yeah, it was hard at first, but you get used to it eventually. It's just a different control scheme. I will say it felt like they were trying a different control scheme for the sake of trying to be different. And I don't know if that's going to work out for them. This was one of the biggest surprises of the Xbox show. Devil May Cry 5. Everybody was excited. I remember I did a video and I said I was excited about this. Yeah, apparently it's Nero. Of course, it had to be the one Devil May Cry I did not play, bro. I didn't know about Nero. I thought it was new Dante and old Dante getting together, and it was some cross-generation shit. But apparently, that's Dante's son from DMC4, so I got to play that one. What did y'all think about this?
Wait.
I think this one will be on PC. Pretty sure.
Water.
It's got to be on. It's got to be on.
It was fire though. I like that.
Is 4 part of the collection or no?
Yes, 4 is on PC as its own version. You can play. It's like remastered.
Just DMC.
Yeah. So you can get all the games I think on PC too. But don't play DMC 2.
What's the name? What do you feel like they need to do different to make it better than Bayonetta? Because Bayonetta is still the queen.
Nope, DMC is better.
No, Bayonetta is
DMC is the OG though.
No, yeah, DMC is the OG.
It did come out before Bayonetta, right?
It doesn't matter.
Bayonetta was inspired by DMC.
Is the new chicken
Dante
town,
is the OG.
It's a masterpiece.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know, man. Let's
DMC 5.
You bought it on your Switch and you're denying the greatness, Ethos?
I didn't even play Bayonetta 2, so I have no
Really? Even I played and beat that. See, there's another one.
No. I buy games and don't even play them.
Wow. Like a badge of honor or something.
I was busy playing Xenoblade Chronicle 2, which I haven't beaten.
I heard that game doesn't end.
It doesn't.
Here's a trend. This is what Etho likes to do. He likes playing these long ass games that never end. And then he gives an excuse. Well, he beat him.
Well, they're just long as shit. So that by the time I get close to beating them, then another game comes out. I'm like, shit, I gotta go play this.
Yep. There you go.
What's the name? It looks like one of those games where the story isn't going to make any sense.
Even get a good point.
Because that trailer, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Even said put Dante in Smash so they can settle this once and for all. Facts.
Dante's in PlayStation All-Stars.
Yeah, bring him to Smash, and then we can finally settle this once and for all.
That speaks volumes. So yeah, there's Devil May Cry. I doubt this game is even coming out next year. It's probably like 2 years out. We'll see, but it looked cool. They announced Dying Light 2 finally. Shout out to the devs behind this studio, the studio behind this game. They've been supporting Dying Light for like 2-3 years now, and they finally announced the sequel. Did you actually get any hands-on time with it, JG, when you interviewed the devs?
No, wish we did.
Did they show you anything like new, at least like a behind-the-scenes?
Yeah, they did show us a gameplay. This one is supposed to focus more on your consequences. Like, it's really supposed to focus on your consequences. So depending on which side that you take in the story is going to determine like what the town ends up being like. It could be like really, really nice and upkept, but it's going to be a resistance there. Or you could side with the resistance and everything's going to look shitty, but everyone will love you, and then you got to like battle the government or whatever. So it all depends on what choices that you make. So I like that. I just want to see like how deep the consequences are going to get in the game.
So hold up. How does that work? Because Dying Light, a staple of Dying Light was the actual co-op. That was one of the main reasons to play it. Do your friends affect your story too, or are they just there for the ride?
Nah, they don't affect the story. Like everything is different for that. Because I definitely asked that question. Asked that question because I was like, how is that going to change? But no, it's going to be like your story is your story, and then like people could just jump in and jump out, but they don't have any effect on your story.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What's the name? Do you have any feelings towards Dying Light 2, Blitz?
Not really. I played like probably halfway through the first one, and I've realized I've gotten tired of zombie games, so I've kind of just dropped it. But it looks nice. Hope it works out.
Okay. What's the name? I know they were supposed to come out with some new what's it called, battle royale mode. It'll be interesting to see how they tackle multiplayer in this. Will they still do that, or will it just be kind of a story-driven thing? Did you ask anything about that, Jay?
Yeah, they said they couldn't give me any news about that because
Yes.
I definitely asked. Right? Yeah,
yes.
I was like, what are you gonna keep on the DLC formula, the same DLC formula that you did for the first one? Like, how long are you going to continue doing DLC for the first one before you stop it? I asked all that, and they were like, we can't give you any other information on that. So,
okay. Let's see what else we got on the list. Jump Force. This was a big one. Me and Ethos were screaming like little girls when we were at E3 when they announced this one. This is one of the few games that got us excited until I actually played it. But
right.
So yeah, this trailer is a big deal because it's basically gonna have all the shonen anime characters in there fighting it, duking it out. Apparently, some big demon has come to town and it's causing universes to collide. And then at the end of the trailer, they showed like Yagami, and Ryuk, but unfortunately, they will not be playable in the game. And they, you know what really pisses me off?
They better walk that back.
They could at least wait like a week, like let people be excited for a little bit,
and then disappoint them.
It was like an hour after the press conference, an article came out: Light Yagami will not be playable. Why you show that shit? Why you show us that, man? Why you show us that shit? That shit was whack, bro.
Boy, because y'all were dumb hype over that.
We just released a video on the GI channel. They had a playable demo at E3. It was Frieza, Goku, Naruto, Zoro, Luffy,
Sasuke,
and Sasuke that were playable. It's basically Naruto, Ultimate Storm, and Xenoverse kind of had a baby. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's something deeper. It was like I was excited when we first saw the trailer, but after playing it, I was like, "It's all right. I'll get it." It depends on what comes out around the time. I was like, "But it's all right."
I need my niggas from Hunter x Hunter in it.
Okay,
they do that. What you want. If they do that, I will buy it.
What about you, Jay? What characters?
I mean, that's what I said. I said Hunter x Hunter series or Yu Hakusho.
Okay. Any characters you're looking forward to, Blitz?
I want to see, basically the only ones I'm most familiar with is Dragon Ball characters. So I'm hoping, like, I kind of just hope selfishly that they just have a bunch of characters from different franchises, regardless of where they're from. But yeah, like, depending on what comes out, like you said, what comes out around the time it comes out and how many characters are in it, it may not be day one, it might not be. I would just need to see a little bit more.
Right. Okay, so Blind Bandit says in the chat that Light and Ryuk will play an important role in the game's story.
But can I fight?
That's what I was guessing.
But can I fight as them?
So they're probably
I get the feeling they're going to walk that back because they saw the backlash. Like, people really want them to be playable. They might walk it back.
I want to write niggas' names in my notebooks, bro.
They could at least make Ryuk playable. I understand why Light, because he just has the book.
Human,
but like, make Ryuk playable at least. Like,
right.
Give him superpower. Do the same shit they explained with.
He can fly and throw apples at people.
Yeah.
That'd be like a special. He bites an apple and then hits you in the head.
And then throws it at you. Throws the core at you.
Gives you like fucking hepatitis.
So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like I don't know. I haven't watched anime in a minute, but it's like, is Shonen Jump like an actual person or is it just like a type of anime?
It's a comic. It's a manga series, isn't it? Like it's a weekly manga series.
It's a weekly manga like franchise. So like Hunter, Death Note, like they go underneath this umbrella. Like think of it like Disney. It's like a Disney.
Basically, every popular anime ever started off in that magazine. Or
because I was just trying to think like who else what other franchise is going to be involved. Like obviously the big three like Dragon Ball, Bleach now, Naruto.
That's what I was saying.
One
My
Piece.
Hero's got to be in it. Probably. That's what I'm hoping at least. But
they have One Piece, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball Z, Hunter x Hunter, One Punch. Oh, he could be in it.
Oh yeah, okay.
He could be in it.
How's it gonna work for balance purposes?
Well, we're gonna have to do some balance changes. I mean, they got the whole Goku and Naruto fight each other, so it's already gonna be pretty. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is also part of it. So like, I don't know. Maybe Yugi might pull up. Who knows? He might throw cards at people. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. They have a lot of characters. It could be like J-Stars,
Prince of Tennis. Yeah, there's like
basically,
a lot.
I don't care who pulls up as long as there's a shit ton of characters.
Yeah.
Okay. I just hope it's like I was saying in the video earlier. I hope they have more defensive options. I feel like with these anime fighters, it's so
Amy.
It's spammy. It's so offensively focused that there's no balance in the defensive side. If they add more defensive options, it'll make it more competitive, and if it's more competitive, it'll make it more watchable. It'll make the game last longer. So I would say don't just make everybody overpowered. Also give them different type of defensive options to make a learning curve to it, basically, is what I'm saying, so that people can get good at the game and it'll make it fun to watch and play. Don't just spam the B button and the trigger and the button that coordinates to the special like fucking Xenoverse. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Jump Force plays out. I don't think that's going to be this year. That's probably next year, because the build that we played was you could tell it was very early. It was just something they threw together. We couldn't even it was the only game at the Bandai booth that we couldn't play with friends. Like the My Hero build that they had, My Hero 1's Justice, you could play with friends. I played Nomad in that, but like with the Jump Force build that they had, you could only play the computer, so you could tell it was pretty rough around the edges. It was really early.
I could see like a late 2019 release for this.
Well, basically what you saw in the trailer and like the gameplay on YouTube, that's basically all they had, I think, to show. I think they revealed this very early. This one was a surprise at the Xbox conference. Battletoads. I never played the original, but I always hear how hard it is and how it makes people want to pull their hair out. I was kind of interested in this because if they add co-op to it, I think it'd be a funny game to stream. Was anybody interested in Battletoads?
Yeah, I am.
Did you play
because of the nostalgia? I played the original Battletoads.
So what made it so hard?
It's just bad. It was just like that game back then. It was a lot of like
PTSD, like Not
that.
Yeah, it was something like that. I definitely ain't beat that shit, not at all. But yeah, it was just, stop it, Ethan. We've already been over your subject. Stop. That was like way back in the day, boy.
You don't beat old games? All right.
Okay.
Anyway, can't beat all our games.
Anyways, I'm glad that they're bringing this back. Like I was excited, like when they even showed up in KI and Killer Instinct. So the fact that they're trying to bring it back, I want to see some gameplay. Show me what this game gonna be about.
Okay. You have any interest in it, Blitz?
Not really. I didn't play the original one, but
okay.
Yeah.
Ethos?
I don't know. I never really grew up with Battletoads, so I don't know about it.
For that.
What console was on that?
It was on the SNES, I believe. Yeah. So we got to see some more gameplay for that. I'm slightly interested in seeing what they're gonna do with that. Hopefully it's not more than $20 though. Just Cause 4. Anybody? The fourth? Did anybody think this was gonna get a fourth game?
No, I didn't actually, because I was so disappointed with 3.
Wait! I didn't play 3. I only played 1 and 2. So what made 3 bad to you?
For one, there was no sprint button. Like this, it just felt a lot clunkier than 1 and 2. Well, I only played 2, but it felt a lot clunkier, a lot slower. Yeah, like I said, there was no sprint button. Now that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, I'm good with this. So I didn't think it was gonna get another one.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody was asking for it. Me and Ethos got a behind the scenes look at it. Were you impressed with what you saw, Ethos?
It's alright.
Yeah, there's a lot of just alright this year. What about you, Jay?
I remember I played Just Cause 3. That was the first one that I played, and I could not play that game at all on my PC. Like, that game was
the frames were
horribly optimized.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, I uninstalled that shit like as soon as I even tried to play it. It was that
actually
bad.
now that I remember it. Yeah, I remember you streamed it, and I was like, I'm not buying this shit.
Yeah, you remember that. So yeah, that left a bad impression on me. So I'm definitely not excited for 4. And for me starting at 3 and already getting that bad impression, I'm like, well, what were the first 2 like? Like, why is this?
2 was pretty good.
You said
I
2
played
was good.
On console the first 2, so
2 was pretty good. I played it on the 360. It was a good game just to kind of like dick around and blow shit up.
It actually makes me wonder how the PC version for 4 is going to be, because based off what me and Ethos saw, it's going to be some intense shit on the screen. Like it's very physics based. He could do a lot of shit with his grappling hook now, just pulling shit together and flipping and dipping and creating different type of constructs. It makes me wonder how the frame rate's going to be, because I feel like that's going to be very stressful on the CPU. Yeah, there's a part where they actually showed a tornado, and there's going to be a tornado in your PS4, so it's going to be crazy. They actually running that game. I think it's a wait and see. This is one of those games where let's see what else is coming out around that time. Maybe I'll catch it on a Steam sale or something. I don't know. Not too excited about this. During the Xbox conference, I will say they did go all out on Gears of War. They announced Gears 5, Gears Pop, and Gears Tactics. Gears of War 5, I mean, I'm a Gears head. I gotta go with it. I want to see what new weapons, what new maps, what they're doing with it. Also, the Coalition is one of the best studios out right now, in my opinion. Since Gears of War 4 launched, they have been dropping updates and patch every month. New free maps, weapons, and shit like that. So they really support their community. New skins, modes, and stuff like that. So if they continue that with 5, as well as the story, especially because 4 left off on on a cliffhanger. I think 5 should be straight. What the fuck is Gears Pop? I know it's like a mobile game, but what the fuck is that? Is it actual Gears of War on my phone? Because if it is, that's interesting. If it's something less, then I don't get that shit off my phone. And then Gears Tactics, if it's like XCOM, if it's like Mario Battle Kingdom Rabbids, I might be interested. Any of those interest you, Jay?
Gears 5, just because it's Gears and I want to see like what they have improved on. Just don't give me defense mission. Like I'm not trying to see that in any type of campaign. I actually like these stories and all the Gears, but when I played 4, I gave up. I was like, I'm not trying to do this. Like I was dead set on, if you give me a defense mission, I'm not playing it. And as soon as I saw the first one, I just turned this shit off. So I was good. I was good on that. And I mean, I didn't get into the multiplayer like I thought I would. I was hoping that they would have brought the crossplay immediately, and I feel like that's what kind of like turned a lot of other people off. So I hope that they bring that immediately with Gears 5.
But
it's there. Yeah, there now, but they took too long. They took way too long to implement that because they said that they were going to have it immediately.
They didn't think that anybody wanted it. That's why they originally launched it in a beta form.
Yeah, bullshit.
They were trying to see what it was about, but now they see, the community wants it.
Yeah, we obviously want that because the PC community kind of died because of that shit. So hopefully they bring it there immediately, and I think that like you can sustain your the core people who continue to play it for months on end. So I'm just hoping for that. No defense mission in the campaign, and yeah, just give me the crossplay with Xbox people, and we'll be straight.
No care for the tactics, Pops?
No. And the Gears Pop, I'm assuming that that's probably gonna be like the Funko version of like Legos, like Lego Batman and stuff. It's just gonna be a Gears version, just for Funko thing. So
what does that even mean? Like I can't imagine the gameplay.
I have no idea, man. I don't know if it's gonna be like a rail shooter or with Funko characters.
Every Lego game's the same. They're just linear fights, like with different characters.
I have no idea. I guess we got to see something, but I'm assuming that's what it's gonna be like.
Okay. You have any care for any of the Gears titles, Blitz?
Not really, but I'm open to it. I only played the first one, but I did want to ask you, just like, what would be something that gameplay wise that you would like to see change from 5 to 4 and etc.
More consistency with the shotgun, because it was kind of hella consistent. They're still working on
in terms of multiplayer, or?
Yeah, multiplayer is what I'm mostly interested in. Although in the single player, I don't know. I don't care. Do you guys care if not the story, but like there's some gameplay mechanics in there? Do you care if I spoil it? Nah, at this point.
No.
Yeah,
go for it.
In the story, there was a moment where you got to like control big ass Gundams. Like I like that. Like more of that. That would have been cool. Fighting like big ass monsters and shit like that. But from a gameplay standpoint, I mean, it's the 5th one in the series. So I mean, like, there's only so much they can do without pissing off their audience if they change it too much. So like, I just want to see more weapons, more maps, shit like that. Just more.
Yeah. Because like I said, I haven't played a Gear since the first one, and but I'm still open to coming back to it if it looks fun. Like just watching anybody stream it, and if it looks dope, and then I'll give it a shot.
They need to bring back 4-player co-op. That's what they need, because it was only 2 and 4, 2-player co-op. I think it was Gears of War 3. It had 4-player co-op. They need to bring that back. That shit was great.
Absolutely, it was fire.
It made playing on hard a lot more fun. What about you, Ethos?
Huh? About what?
Gears. Any Gears games you were interested in? Gears Tactics, Gears Pop, Gears 5?
The Tactics game seems cool. I'll try that out because I like those type of games. Gears 5, I'm kind of, I don't know. I didn't like the last one, but whatever. I'll still try this one for the story.
Okay.
I don't care about the mobile game.
That feminist story. Remember that I saw a lot of that during E3.
Oh my god, women.
I feel like they didn't really play the game because I didn't really get any feminist vibes from that game. I mean, like there's one of the girls is one of the main characters in the game.
That's probably what they were getting at.
But the thing is, like, you mostly still play as Marcus and his son. Like, the girl just plays a big role in the story, but she doesn't actually appear that much. Like, so like I don't get that one. Like,
it's just something for niggas to cry about. Sorry,
basically. Unfortunately, here's one I know Ethos is really excited about. They showed the Cyberpunk 2077 trailer. Do you feel like that trailer sold the game for the community?
We lost Ethos.
I gotta take a walk. I'll be back.
Either that or his headset died conveniently. But
sensational. What's the name? I know
that trailer did no justice. None. Zip. Nada. Not even close.
Why is it?
Because it's so much better, so much cooler, so much. Holy shit.
Oh, great explanation there.
I can't even explain it, bro. They gotta watch the video.
Neither than I heard neither can the people that saw the exclusive demo or something. I don't know if I think y'all got a.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah,
45-minute demo they got to see.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, we described it in the video that we did on the GI channel. I'll say go check that out.
Don't deserve it.
We
don't.
I was excited about it. I was like, whatever about this game. I was like, I didn't get it, but I was slightly interested just because it was CD Projekt Red. I will say, coming out of that demo, I was thoroughly impressed. It was the most impressive thing at E3, and unfortunately,
no one can see it.
Everybody didn't get to see it. So it's one of those things that you kind of just got to take our word for it. But I can understand why they did the behind the scenes thing, because people are so quick to jump to conclusions, or maybe they don't want to show something really early and then it's not there in the final game, and then people bitch and complain about it that it's not there. So I can understand why they did that.
And CD Projekt Red, we trust.
Right. So basically, if you didn't see our video, I advise you to go to the GI chat, check it out. But to summarize just a little bit of it, it's a first-person shooter, crazy customization. The city's crazy. It's like this big futuristic city. You can do all this crazy shit, like fucking run on walls. You can clamp to the walls, fucking ricochet bullets. Of course, there's a dialogue tree. So it's like a big RPG. It felt like Grand Theft Auto meets Fallout 4 meets one more game. I'm trying to
Witcher?
think of.
Witcher meets Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. It's like every like great RPG in like the past 10 years. It felt like it was in this game, basically. And you could see clear as day the influences, and I was like, yeah, this is it right here. And it looks like it's gonna melt PCs. So
it'll destroy.
Yeah. I already gotta make a new build.
If you don't have a 1070 or a 1080, it's time to upgrade. You need it.
I gotta get a new CPU for this now. So
yeah, get an i7 minimum.
Right. Did you have any interest in Cyberpunk, Jay?
Absolutely. I wish I could have went to that meeting, man, since y'all had an extra slot, but find it out later. But
you could have had whatchamacallit try to sneak in there with y'all.
Don't even start. Don't even start.
You could have just feigned ignorance.
But I agree with you though. Like when we saw it, like we were like, oh my god, finally. We saw the trailer, and then like when y'all described it, I'm like, yo, like that trailer did absolutely no justice. Like, cause y'all are like talking like big shit about this game. So I'm like, yo, I'm very, very excited to see what this is about. I know a lot of people were complaining, and this is funny because this came from the people who didn't even see anything. Like, keep in mind, like nobody see anything. There was nothing out on the show floors. Like, y'all saw this behind closed doors, 45-minute demo. Everybody who did not see the game was complaining about it being in first person. Everybody was.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like,
you haven't
don't even.
seen the game.
You don't. Yeah, like I don't know. Nobody said, "Oh, I'm going to reserve judgment." They were like, "Oh my god, I fucking hate it because it's a first person." I'm like,
yeah,
what
they were like, already
counter?
don't want to buy it, and I was like, how are you going to automatically determine you don't want to buy this game? Because
I can counter that for two reasons. They haven't seen the actual gameplay, but also I've seen some people make a very valid point. Why is the game in first person, but then it has crazy customization? Because the customization was crazy what they showed us. And like I kind of thought about it, I was like, yeah, you don't see your character. I was like, what? Why is it in first person? Yeah.
Well, and then I counter that by saying, and CD Projekt said it too, is because they chose first person. It was a design choice. They chose it because they really wanted to immerse you in this world. And when you're in third person, you see things from like the out perspective, but when you are actually there, like you remember when we saw it, like the level of detail when it comes to like the animations, like if you went like
everything's just more zoomed in.
Yeah, like in Fallout 4, for example, if you go to open a door, right, you click a button and then the door just auto opens. In this game, like your character literally reaches out and grabs the door and he'll open the door and you walk through it. Like it doesn't cut corners anywhere. And so it has that like immersive effect. And then I'd also say there are still third person cutscenes, so you'll still see your character, but
as long as you can see it like in mirrors, like in cutscenes, it should be fine.
Like you'll still see your character in cutscenes and stuff like that. So it's not like you're never going to see your character. You will see them, especially in cutscenes. But it's very immersion was like one of their top priorities for the entire game.
Oh, I was gonna say Deus Ex. That was the other game that I was thinking.
Oh yeah, Deus Ex. Yeah,
Fallout, Mass Effect. Yeah,
that's what I say. It's like, do people get mad? Like basically, I'd say like it looks like from a first person perspective, it's just like Deus Ex, like the new one. So if you like that look to it, you're gonna love this game.
There might be moments because in Deus Ex, correct me if I'm wrong, but like when you get behind cover, you actually go into third person. Yeah. So you think it's going to be like that?
It was a more colorful Deus Ex because Deus Ex, even though it's futuristic, it's still very dark and grimy. Like it was a lot of color in the city, so it was. I would say it's a more lighthearted Deus Ex though. Like it's not exactly like it.
Yeah, and like we didn't see any example of her like because they were playing a woman. Of her like going behind cover and like the camera changing. Like we didn't see any perspective of it like changing from first to third, but there was like for example, they showed like this intro sequence, and then when it was done, basically, it's like the next day, and it's like a third-person cutscene, and basically, like you wake up and you were sleeping with some other person, and so like after that, like you wake up and then you're getting dressed and stuff like that, and then like it's in first person, so like you go to this closet, and then she has like the trailer, the jacket, the guy has a samurai jacket. Like she has it as well, so she puts it on. And the reason we say Fallout, we're not saying like it's like Fallout, like exactly what we're talking about from the Fallout aspect is when you look at the armor or the coat, it like says like there's specific stats it gives you and like resistances to like fire or something else. So when you wear this jacket, it'll like help you, like so if someone like tries to firebomb you or something, like you'll have some natural resistance to that. So like each of them, like similar to Fallout, each of like the like clothing and stuff that you wear, it'll like help like change and modify your character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said it have a release date. I don't think this game comes out in 2020.
You would get this for a while, boy.
I was about to ask what we thought the ETA was for this, because what I could easily see this coming out as like towards the end of the current life cycle for the current consoles. And
there's no release date. It comes out when it's ready. Is what Jason. Yeah.
And this might be like a launch title for like the PS5 or whatever the next.
I was just about to say that.
Just get it for PS.
That's a good segue into the next topic. So this is one thing that I felt like a lot of people. Because I was talking to people after we came from E3, a lot of people missed this. I guess
apparently we're the only ones that heard this. Like,
they announced that they're working on the next Xbox. So
right.
I feel like, and because they announced it this year, they're probably going to show it next year, and then maybe like early 2020 it'll drop. And this could be Cyberpunk, could be a launch title for it.
Yeah,
I might fuck around and play on console just to stream it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call it now. This is gonna be a launch title for PS5 and
Xbox. Yeah, because the funny thing was, I remember like one thing that we remember was when we were talking to some people who saw the demo. I think everybody all agreed that like this was like the next step in gaming. Like we already talked about next gen for this gen. Like this is going beyond what we've currently ever played anything on like any of this current gen, and it surpasses it. It's best way to describe is like everyone remembers when Witcher 3 got announced, right? And everyone was like, holy shit, this is what next gen is. Like it set a standard. This is like a whole new standard that like no game has ever touched. The closest I'd say is a game that tried to is like maybe Star Citizen, but like Star's not out. But like this game is like it's hitting that.
You could tell it's a passion project. It's a work of love. Like that's what I got out of it.
The 5 years, you can see where the 5 years went.
When they showed it to us, you could tell like they were kind of confident in what they were showing, but they weren't 100. It was like that raw nervousness, like yo, this is our.
We don't know if people are gonna like this. Like, they're scared to show their baby.
Like we didn't know if you're gonna like this, but we're kind of confident. Like so, it's like that. That's why I was like, yo, like.
And everyone was like, bro, what the fuck?
It
was like, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know. Star Citizen was
dropping?
A good comparison to Ethos. That game's never coming out.
I'm not saying it's never coming out. I'm saying both of them do this. Like they're taking a very long time to build them because they're trying to reach a higher ambition. Like this game has very high ambition. That's why it takes them 5 years. And then, like I'm saying, Star Citizen is a very ambitious game. That's why it's taken them such a long time to make it.
Somebody said Xbox got 3 consoles and no games. They're about to have 4.
Yeah,
that's a good point, bro. 4 consoles.
They got Gears and Halo.
Halo.
Well, what about all those studios they acquired? They got new IPs coming, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. They announced they acquired a bunch of studios.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't excited about that just because people were excited. They got like 7 new studios. I was like, they also bought Rare, and you saw what they did to Rare. First of all, Rare for like the past 10 years they've been stuck making shitty Connect games, and when they finally get a chance to make a good game, they make Sea of Thieves and that shit flop. So like, I don't know, based off what they did to Rare, I don't know if these other studios are gonna survive. I don't know.
Pray for Ninja Theory.
Please don't fuck up.
Bring back. They made Ninja Gaiden, right?
No. Ninja Theory made Hellblade.
Yeah, and they made that last DMC game.
Gotcha,
some people didn't like.
Gotcha. We shall see. We shall see with all these studios being acquired. And because they acquired all those studios, I'm pretty sure they just started working on games for their platform. So those games ain't coming out to the new Xbox, all them studios. So there's no reason to even be excited about it right now. So yeah, that's everything that was worthwhile talking about in the Xbox conference. Let's go down the list here. Blitz, what do you grade the Xbox conference based on a to F scale here?
Based on what they showed in terms, the presentation was pretty good. A lot of the games I was interested in. Probably the only one that I was super interested in was, 2. Obviously Cyberpunk, but also Jump Force. So overall, I'd probably give it a B-.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What about you, Ethos?
I forgot. I said it in the GI video. I think I gave it like a B plus or A minus. This is by far the best Xbox conference they've had in a very long time.
Okay. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I think I also said it in the vlog, whatever. I'd say based on hype factor, I mean, I think I gave it a B minus. But I was just saying like the same thing that like Xbox or Microsoft always does. They always like get you hype on the games that are multi-plat. So besides, like, I'm not really hype about Halo Infinite. Like, we ain't seen nothing about that. Gears 5, we saw a little bit, but I'm kind of like past it. Like I said, want to play it, but I'm kind of like just past the hype period with Gears. So like they still like had a very good conference, but just like don't like let them fool you, because they do this all the time with the games that aren't theirs.
Yeah, because you notice most of the games that I mentioned from their conference are going to be on
multi-platforms
other than Xbox. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. I would give them an A minus if all those games they announced were actually exclusives, but they're not, so they'll get a B minus. It was a good conference though. They did their thing. Shout out to Xbox. They actually showed some games this year. Moving on. I don't know why I put it in this damn order. I guess we're just gonna move to Ubisoft because fuck it, and then after that we'll go to PlayStation. Ubisoft press conference. What's the name? This one was about an hour and some change. They showed off The Division 2. Ace and I got to play The Division 2. I don't know what's new in the game other than the fact that it takes place in DC. That's cool. It's my city. Get to see it made digitally, but from a gameplay standpoint, can't really say what I saw was new, and that was very disappointing because once they announced this game was in DC, I'm like, I'm for it. But yeah, it was just more the same. It felt like DLC. Was anybody excited about The Division 2?
Yeah, man.
This man cuts himself off.
I guess somebody knocking at the door or something.
What about you, Jay?
I think they were trying to hype it up because I understand that after like
The
Division.
TBH?
Oh, there you go. Now he comes back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we played it for like an hour and a half.
Okay, so then you didn't notice anything new.
I mean, Ace said in the chat there's the new specialist, but like I just feel like that wasn't new. I felt like they just reworded what was already in the first game, bro. Like they have like the specialist and they have like different like special abilities or whatever. But like if I remember, that was in the first game. They just didn't call them specialists.
That's
like,
new.
Remember,
I think that was something that they added afterwards.
Like I don't.
Nah, that's different.
I wasn't blown away. I wasn't blown.
Did you even play The Division?
I mean, the gameplay's on the channel, so.
I'm talking about the first one. Outside of the base game.
Yeah, I did.
I'm saying, did you play past the base game?
Yeah, I played the PvP.
The new one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know all the changes they did?
I don't know all the changes, but I know they made a lot. I played some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like he doubts you.
I still wasn't blown away.
I saw a lot of changes, but that was just me.
Still wasn't blown away.
I played The Division, and I think I'm gonna play this one too, because it looks like they're addressing all the issues that the first game had. So that'll be interesting. I just am curious if they're actually gonna have a good narrative.
Yeah,
I guess I was looking for like new enemy types or something like that. It just kind of felt like it was a rehash.
Didn't they have new enemy types?
Maybe not that demo that they played.
Yeah,
I watched some videos and there was like they had this guy who had what's it called, like some sort of glue, and like he could glue down one of your teammates if you're not paying attention, and it'll like lock him down so that he can't move.
Oh yeah, that was in the demo. Yeah, they
I don't remember that. I don't remember. I must have killed him so fast I didn't see it.
It was like locked up their legs, and then like you had to shoot them out of it.
You know, and now that I think about it, I guess that demo didn't make an impression on me because I had a very special experience playing with Ace. You know, Ace kept going down.
Boy.
So, you know, like I kept getting pinned down by the enemy, like, and it wasn't just Ace too, because I don't want him to take the full blame. The randoms we were playing were fucking awful, and I wish that because for some reason when Ubisoft records the gameplay, they always fuck up the audio. You can hear my voice, but it's lower than the gameplay. I wish they would have mixed that audio perfectly, because I would have uploaded it to the GI channel and y'all would have been dying laughing because I was raging while we were playing. I was like, you guys fucking suck. I was like, what are y'all doing, bro? I'm like, yo, let's take the high ground, right? I fucking go up the stairs. The entire team goes the same exact stairs. And there's like this one little block of fucking cover. It's 4 people behind it. I'm like, what are y'all doing, bro? Go over there to the left. Go to the right. Somebody flank. It wasn't a good experience. So maybe I have a skewed perspective now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, How about the enemies? How did the enemies feel like when you shot them? Did they still feel like bullet sponges, or did they improve on that?
They didn't, but that was just because we were playing high. We were like level 30.
You were overpowered. Yeah.
No, we were like level 30, and then they were like level 30. So we had on level weapons, so they didn't feel like bullet sponges. But yeah, it was alright.
Well, I mean, I'm only slightly excited about it because apparently, like, again, it's another learn from their mistakes type of situation. Because I heard that the Division 1, like, they made a lot of changes that were needed after they brought out the original, and a lot of people just kind of got away from it. So I hope that they did improve on it, but again, like, your difference of opinion compared to Ace's. So I don't know. Ace seems to be excited about it, so I'll try it out. But
I don't know what he saw, especially because he was on his knees the half the time.
Oh my god!
For me, the story's got to be good. If the story's dope, then like it's whatever about the gameplay being the same. But yeah, let's see what they do with the story. For me, what about you, Blitz? You interested in the Division?
Not really. I wasn't impressed, mainly because, and this kind of goes into my overall opinion about the entire E3, all their conferences. I won't go too much into it now, save it later, but it kind of, I don't think they did a really good job, like, with the stage demo. I don't think I didn't find it all that impressive. Like, I tuned out like 5 minutes in. It was like, it just wasn't impressive to me.
Okay, I feel you. We'll see with the Division. We'll see. Ace says he hates me in the chat. I mean, I got the footage. You can call me a liar if you want. What's the name?
Upload it.
So we got AC Odyssey. They announced that. What's the name? That's going to be the new Assassin's Creed. It takes place in Greece. This time around, you'll be able to play as a male or a female. And also, they're going full in on the RPG. So you'll get to pick what you can say. When I played it, I was thoroughly impressed with the gameplay. I thought I was going to be thoroughly impressed with the Division, and I thought the Assassin's Creed was going to be whatever, but it was actually the opposite. Mainly because they changed a lot of the gameplay. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be one of those games you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, because they've gone off on the deep end. They've basically implemented a lot of different gameplay changes into the game that are much more arcadey, and their excuse for it is basically the Greek gods. So like, he has a perfect dodge now. If you perfectly dodge a sword swing, it'll slow down time and then you can get behind him, just like in Bayonetta or like Devil May Cry or something like that. And I asked him, I was like, why the fuck could he do that? And he was like, the gods gave him the power. I'm like, okay. So then the Spartan kick. So there's a stamp, not a stamp, an adrenaline meter. Every time you get a successful hit on an enemy, it fills up the adrenaline meter. And as long as you have a little bit of the meter, you can use one of the attacks. Like the way it works is kind of like Xenoverse. Hold down the trigger and you have 4 different attacks and you hit the corresponding button while you hold down the trigger. So then you hold down left trigger X, you do the Spartan kick, and it'll use a little bit of the adrenaline meter. So you can spam that Spartan kick and it kicks him across the fucking map. I said, yo, why is his foot so damn strong? The gods gave him the power of that. I was like, oh, okay. You can there's another ability. You hold down the trigger, hit Y. He stuck his knife into one of the Spartan shields that I was fighting, and he pulled this dude's shield out of his hand, and then you stab him in the neck. I was like, why can you do that? The gods gave him. I was like, okay, well, fuck it, let's do it. So like, it's no longer, it's still semi-rooted in reality, but they've definitely gone a much more arcadey route with this. They're including the Greek gods, giving them all these crazy powers. So the thing that really threw me off is, when you hold the trigger, nothing, you hit B, he throws his knife, and it goes into the dude's stomach, stabs him, kill him, it comes out his back, and then you teleport behind him, and then the knife keeps going, you can kill another person. So like these teleportation moves and shit, I'm like, this is not really Assassin's Creed, but this shit is still fun. Like, so I wasn't bad at it. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those games you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. So from a gameplay standpoint, I really enjoyed it. They showed us a lot of different, like, the big battles. The story, apparently the Spartans and the Athenians, which are the thinkers, I guess, the ideologists, they're at war with one another. And in the game, you have to pick what side that you want to be on. So that was
Why Don't Like Crime, the video game?
Basically, it was pretty cool.
Okay.
There's all these different islands in Greece. I didn't know there were so many islands in Greece that you got to conquer. That was cool. So like, from a gameplay standpoint, I thoroughly enjoyed what I played. It was just the story that kind of threw me off, especially after I did some research coming back. So RPG elements, you could pick what you want to say, but it didn't really seem like it affected anything. And maybe that was just the one mission that we played, but I was watching Ace while he played next to me. I played the dude and he played the girl, and we both said the same thing, and like, they reacted the same way. I thought maybe because he was a woman, they were going to react to her a different way, and I was a man, like, but nah, the dialogue was exactly the same, so that was a complaint there. And then also fucking, this is not an Assassin's game. This game, I thought this took place after Origin. It takes place hundreds of years before Origin. And in Origins,
Origins is not Origins then, huh?
The more research I did on it, I was like, I can understand why people are pissed about this game. It feels like they're just slapping the Assassin's Creed name.
Where's Japan? Where the fuck is Japan? Why?
It's hundreds of years before Origins, and if you played Origins, you know, spoiler, it's about establishing the origin of the Brotherhood. So if that game is the first Assassin's game, technically in the timeline, how the fuck is this an Assassin's game if it's hundreds of years before?
Oh dear.
You're not
Templars. playing. Apparently you play what's the word I'm thinking of? Mercenary or something like that. That's what you're supposed to be in the game. Now the one theory that I did see is maybe this is the story of the rise of the Templars. Yeah, because the Templars already existed in the Origin. Yeah, so that's the only thing I could think of. But yeah,
it has to be Templars. You have to be playing a Templar.
There's something they gotta explain how the story, because they're going kind of backwards with it. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling. Does anybody have any impressions on Odyssey?
I'll pick it up.
I'll pick it up.
Last game was fire, so I'm gonna try this one out.
Okay. What about
you? Person who's never played Assassin's Creed games, I watched you all play Origins, and I was like, yo, this look kind of lit. Like, minus the PC issue that you all initially had. And then I actually got a chance to play Odyssey for a little bit, and I was like, yo, like this stuff actually is tight. Like, I love all the special moves that you can do. So with that being said, like, I like the game, but damn, you kind of like just ruined it again for me. Like, because even though I don't know much about the story, from what you did say about the story, that doesn't make sense. So it's like, what the hell am I even about to get into if I want to play it? So
because here's the thing, right? When I was first playing the demo, I was like, hey, this feels samey, because I was just sneaking around, taking over bases the same way that you can do in Origins. And then the developer is like, he's like, what are you doing? He's like, do this, do that. He would just show me all the different controls. I was like, oh, once I learned all that arcadey shit and all those different god moves, I was like, why would I play the game like that when I can play it like this? Like, this is way more fun. Let's fucking go. So it's confusing. It's conflicting. You could still play the old way. It's just, why would you once you get all those god powers?
The only reason I might give it, like, it could be actually low-key lit, because their last game was good. I actually beat that one. JG.
Nice.
But, this new one is I remember one aspect of Assassin's Creed that everyone loved is spoiler alert if you didn't play Assassin's Creed 3, when you play what's that dude's name? Connor's dad, when you play his dad, and everybody thought Hatham, and everyone thought he was an assassin, and then you realize, oh shit, he's a fucking Templar. I feel like, and everybody, I remember that was like one of the best things out of that game.
That was like one of the greatest plot twists ever.
Yeah, the plot twist. You were like, oh shit. Great. So maybe if they took inspiration from that and now they're trying to apply it to a full game, maybe that'll be cool. Like, if like we actually are in fact a Templar and you actually see like this is, because that makes sense, right? Like, they show the origin of the assassins, now they're gonna show us the origins of the Templars, and then maybe their next game they go really ambitious and they're like, now you get to pick what side you agree with now that you've seen both sides of the game.
Okay.
So they do that. They could make a great game. It's like they could be setting up something great, but yeah, Ubisoft been taking W's, so you know, we'll see what happens. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt for right now.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. It's definitely interesting. You have any opinion on it, Blitz?
I might give it a run. That gameplay you described, I kind of like, because usually I play like games like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, and Nier and shit.
Didn't you say it was a Bayonetta move, like a dodge or some shit?
Yeah,
like a perfect dodge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of like that kind of like hack and slash gameplay. So I might give it a shot. But I can kind of see why like the purists, I guess, would have an issue with it, because especially story wise. Because the one thing, I played the first two Assassin's Creed and I really did like it was still rooted in history and stuff. It kind of sounds like they've definitely gone away from that now. So I can understand why purists might be upset about that. But the gameplay does sound fun, so I'll keep an eye on it.
Alright. Let's see. Other Ubisoft stuff. They announced a new space game called Starlink, which only got any type of buzz because Star Fox is in it. I was interested in this game until I saw you had to like buy toys and shit, so I'm not really interested in it.
Didn't they say that you don't have to have the toys?
You don't have to?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I read that I
stand corrected then. If you okay. That makes me slightly more interested in that.
Like, I think like the toys are more like a cosmetic thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have to.
When they showed the
them.
toys, I was thinking it was gonna be like Skylanders or like Amiibos, and you needed those to play the game, and I'm like, nah. But if that's not true, then okay, I'm more interested in
I think they add like a couple perks to it, but it's nothing like game breaking. It's not like pay to win shit or whatever.
Okay.
So.
What's the name? Did anybody else? You might care about Starlink?
I didn't at first. Like when we were at the conference, I was just like, man, like what is this? I didn't know what type of game it was trying to be. And then they said Starfire was going to be in it too. I said, all right, more Nintendo collabs. I'm with it. And then once the news came out about the toys or whatever, I was like, well, I'm definitely not getting this. But if that's true that you don't actually need it, then I may take a look at it. But the Star Fox thing was the initial thing that drew me in.
It kind of felt like Nintendo was like, we don't know what to do with Star Fox. You do something with it, like,
pretty much.
They're like, we know, we see what you did with Rabbids, so they're like, we trust you, Ubisoft. You can do something.
Any interest, Ethos?
After Rabbids, anything is possible.
Okay. And then also they showed a Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer, kind of a trailer tech demo thing, right at the beginning of the conference. This didn't really do anything for me. I feel like this game doesn't need to be shown yet. This doesn't feel like they have a solid foundation, and until
It's nowhere near ready. Like,
like
I don't know if y'all
wait.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw the the extended technical gameplay demo or the early build that they had
where
last
just
year.
flying around the planets.
And I was like, this is like so fucking ambitious. This game is nowhere near ready for.
It looks
for
like what
time.
No Man's Sky wants to be, basically.
Pretty much.
So like it's very ambitious. I don't feel like they should have showed us. I was like, whatever about that. Did anybody care about Good and Evil 2?
I wanted to see gameplay. And without
More,
that, I was just like, man, whatever.
Yeah.
I want to see more, but I'm interested.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
I don't know. And that's all I got from Ubisoft. Conference grades. What do you give it, Blitz?
Considering I don't play too many Ubisoft games, it was alright. I'd probably just give it like a high C, mainly because, like I said, I don't play a lot of their games, but I'll keep an eye on Odyssey, and I did like what they showed for Beyond Good and Evil, but like that's probably nowhere near ready. But yeah, I'd probably just give it like a high C.
Okay. What about you, Ethos? That's a good grade. What about you, Jay?
They get a D- because we didn't get to sit down because this shit was overflowed.
Really?
Yeah, they gave us fucking press invites, bruh. But they gave out too many, so we had to end up going and we got all shoved into this room. And they gave us like water, but we had to stay in there during the press conference. And we're like we could have went and did something else, bro. This is a waste.
Yeah,
of
we
time.
could have just watched it on TV.
Yeah, you could just watch it on Twitch.
Yeah,
Twitch. I was like, man.
Well, we did watch it on Twitch. We stood in a room and watched it on Twitch, bro.
God damn.
But they made us stand though. I was like, bro, I wasted like fucking $30 on Uber getting there, bro. It was a waste of fucking money.
It was tragic.
So, only one of the 1Ls we took, but we didn't take any more. I give it a I give it a C- because they made us stand. And then also the only thing I really liked was Odyssey. Like Division was okay, but it didn't blow me away. So it was Ubisoft. We'll see. Maybe I'll be more impressed when the games actually come out. Moving on to PlayStation. All right, The Last of Us 2. They finally showed some gameplay. I'm gonna start this one off. I don't know what I was expecting from The Last of Us 2, but it wasn't that. I just thought, was I the only one? I wasn't really impressed. Like
I wasn't impressed either.
It just felt like DLC. Like I don't know, and I feel like they spent too much time on Ellie kissing that other girl. Like if you played the DLC, you knew she was a lesbian when she kissed the black girl at the end of the spoiler. When she kissed the black girl at the end of the damn DLC. Like,
There's no spoiler now.
So why did we spend like 2 or 3 minutes re-emphasizing her sexuality? I have nothing against gay people. I just didn't get it, bro. Like, can we see some more gameplay? Like,
I don't know, man. The Bible Belt is hot now.
No, man. Like, it was just an interesting way to showcase the game. Was anybody impressed by The Last of Us 2?
No.
Thanks.
I would just like once we got past the whole kissing part and like she actually like went to work and started killing people. Yeah, I was like, yo, this was tight, but it like took too long to get to that point. That was like a long ass demo. Like we didn't really see like there was gameplay at all. But I mean, I'm excited for it because The Last of Us 2. Like I obviously wanted to play the continuation of it, but it was just like with the whole controversy behind it and the way that Sony started off their conference. I would just
was
like,
weird.
Yeah,
Shit
can we
was
talk about
weird,
that for a
bro.
second?
The
Like,
whole shit was weird.
I don't
Yeah.
even remember because I remember like the
You're
internet
in a
was acting
fucking
up.
church or some shit. It was weird as shit.
yeah, so they started off with showing Last of Us 2 in like some like church like barn shit, And then, like, for us watching at home, like, they had moved everybody that was in the venue to another venue. But in the meantime, if we were watching at home, they, like, switched off to this, like, panel. And they were talking for, like, 15 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bruh? Like, we need to be seeing
doing
games
this
and
fake
shit.
deep shit, dog. I swear to God. That's always what Sony does. They're
So,
always like,
I had a big problem with Sony's presentation this year.
yeah, they be feeling themselves way too much, thinking like, oh, everyone's gonna be here for that type of shit. So, like, it's just, I don't think it's like that. I don't know. Like, even when I saw the gameplay, I just wasn't impressed because it was very hard to figure out what is scripted and what was real. And I know some people were like, well, all that could have been real. And it was like, well, we don't know that. And that's the thing. Everything felt too choreographed. Nothing felt like dynamic. Like, everything just felt like, oh, they're following a certain pattern and a certain script. Like, it feels like they ran it through like multiple times to make sure this would happen here at this time and this time. And nothing. That's what it is. The gameplay didn't feel genuine. It felt very controlled, and that's like where I was just like, yeah, I'm not really impressed by this.
Like, if they did what they did with God of War last year, where they actually had like a stage demo of a guy, you actually saw a guy with a controller in his hand, and he's showing you like having Ellie do all this.
People want to see that type of shit. Yeah,
that would have been a perfect demo for them.
Yeah.
So basically, what y'all are saying is, it kind of reminds you of No Man's Sky when they went on that media trip, and remember Sean wouldn't let nobody touch the controller.
Yeah, pretty much, because they didn't show it anywhere at E3. I don't think anybody had a demo to play it. Not that I heard of.
Yeah, I actually explained it. That's why I guess I wasn't impressed. I felt like they spent too much time on the cutscenes, and like the animations looked really great, but like it just kind of looked more. I guess I was looking for new gameplay mechanics. Yeah, and that's why I said like DLC. Like, obviously, I'm gonna still play the game for the story, but like I just. When you show a sequel, I want to see what's new about the game. Obviously, you can't spoil the story because you want to wait for the game to come out. But at least you can show us his new gameplay mechanics so that can get me excited. Oh, I can do this, that, and the third. Like, let me see Ellie swing off a fucking vine and stab a motherfucker in the neck or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, just show me something new. That's all.
I'm actually, low-key, I'm more excited for the multiplayer than the single player, to be honest with you.
Did you just assume it was going to have multiplayer?
It will have it better. Dear. It better. Because if it doesn't, I'm not gonna buy it.
No, you can't just assume it. Matter of fact, when I think about it, they haven't said nothing about multiplayer.
No. They will have multiplayer in that shit. There is no reason why they would not have multiplayer. They had it in the last game.
Somebody clip that so we can quote Ethos on that in case it doesn't have multiplayer.
No, it will have multiplayer because Uncharted 4 had multiplayer. Last of Us also had multiplayer. This game will have to have multiplayer, and it better have multiplayer because low-key, Last of Us's multiplayer was underrated as hell. It was probably one of my favorite multiplayer games. And if they don't do that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very salty, and I might not buy it.
Yeah, they better have Battle Royale. They already confirmed it.
Yeah, okay, so good. They better have fucking multiplayer.
I missed that article. All right.
Now, I want to see that trailer more than I want to see anything else from Last of Us. Show me the multiplayer.
What do they need to do new in the multiplayer to like impress
Nothing.
you?
They ain't gotta do a damn thing.
That's a motherfucking lie.
No, they don't. I'm telling you, the multiplayer for the last game was fucking fire. I love the shit out of it. All you gotta do is just throw some more guns in it. Maybe increase the player count, make like a bigger like war that, or make a battle royale version mode for it. If they do that, they got me sold. I'll buy it day one. Immediately.
Okay.
Last of Us Battle Royale. Let's go.
We'll keep an eye on it. I'm still obviously gonna play it, but I was looking for something more in the presentation. This one got a very good reaction out of. Well, not a very good reaction. They got a strong reaction out of the community. They finally showed some Death Stranding gameplay at the PlayStation conference. I would liken Death Stranding to basically what the fuck did you just do? What was that? It's like how what was the name? Death Stranding, it looked like Katamari Damacy to me with better graphics. Do you guys remember Katamari Damacy?
Yeah, when you're rolling around that ball.
Yeah, rolling
like hurts,
shit. Yeah. Katamari Damacy, the PS4 version with better graphics. Was anybody impressed by this game?
Walking simulator.
Hey man, Kojima, I'll talk to you later, Doug.
Focus on
I used to be really interested to see what they were going to do with this game, but now it's just like not what I was looking for.
Yeah,
I hate to be that guy, but I remember a couple years ago when they first announced this game, everybody gave me flack. I said, Kojima, he's great when it comes to Metal Gear, but he's been making Metal Gear for 30 years now. He's never made another game, so I don't know why anybody gives him the clout that he thinks that he deserves. Now, if Death Stranding is amazing, I'd be like, all right, because you 2 for 2. But like until he makes something else, we don't know if he can make something else, and it's starting to show. We don't know if the game that could have been just another trolling cheeky trailer. I don't know why they would do that, but right now it's not looking too good for
the
Death
plays
Stranding.
devil advocate. CD Projekt Red has only worked on Witcher, and they've only done Witcher games. And we saw Cyberpunk, and we were like, "Holy shit!" So to give it, I'll give them some slack.
You were like that.
Well, how long
has
Kojima been working on this though?
Since he left, and they announced the thing. Because
And
when
how long
they
ago
So
was
like
announced the
4
deal-
years ago.
was it 3 years ago?
I think it was 3 years ago, at least.
Like, when did Metal Gear come out? 15?
You talking about the original Metal Gear?
No,
the
5.
It was 2015.
But he didn't work on that one, did he?
No, he did. That was his last game, and then they cut him off and they stopped him. It was like around 2016, I think.
No, it was
they announced-
2015. It was, I told you, 3 years.
No. I'm saying 2016 is when they made the announcement of the partnership. But I know for a fact, even once they made the announcement, he had not started working on Death Stranding. It was just literally he was announcing, "Yeah, I'm working on a new game with Sony."
So 2 years.
And because he had that whole like Luden astronaut guy. But like that's not relate. I don't think that's related to the game. Like that was just a whole like shtick that he had for the studio. So I think it might be they're just 2 years in development right now. I would say from what I've seen, it could be that they're just 2 strong years into actually developing Death Stranding. So maybe they're gonna give it another year. This has to come out maybe 2020. It might come out the same time Cyberpunk comes out.
Yeah. My thing is, because I guess my expectations were kind of skewed for this game because this came out right after the heels after he left Konami, so I was kind of figuring that this was going to be the PT, the Silent Hill that wasn't.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Because obviously he doesn't own that IP, but I thought it was going to be in that light.
Yeah.
So, and it's so far it doesn't turn out to be. It's not looking like that at all. So, I mean, I'm not going to write the game off. I'm still want to see what the normal gameplay is like, but so far I'm kind of losing interest a little bit.
Yeah, I say that. You don't want to completely write
I'm
it
losing
off,
it. I think it's initially it's like I could accept, like I was like, okay, this seems like unique what he's trying to do. So I was like, okay, cool, someone who's trying something different. But then it's like if you just keep on showing us these very puzzling and very like jumbled up jigsaw trailers and shit, like I thought this trailer would be like, okay, we're gonna see like actual gameplay. We're gonna see like how the game actually like plays, like how he
UI and shit.
Yeah, like remember when Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain got revealed with a desert map, and it was like a 20-minute trailer of like showing all the cool stuff you could do. Like I was expecting something like that, but instead we got this like jumbled up cuts of like different people talking and the main character just walking from point to point, and like I'm just like, yo, what am I gonna be able to do? Am I gonna do I have a gun? Am I gonna shoot people? Am I just gonna play stealthy? Like I don't know what type of game this is. So it's like now I'm just annoyed. I'm just like, yo, just tell me what the game is, bro.
I think what makes it disappointing is the first trailer was actually very interesting. We didn't really know what was going on, but I mean the game is called Death
But you
Stranding.
give it a break, yeah.
You saw some of the characters. You thought maybe they were stranded on a planet. Some aliens were attacking or something like that.
Or like
the baby came out his throat. It was like so maybe they're trying to reincarnate life or some shit. It looked like it had potential, and then you see that trailer, and then you see a trailer of a dude just collecting shit, and it's like, what does that have to do with that? Like it didn't make sense to me. So maybe they're on some artsy fartsy shit. Maybe one day we will understand it, but for now it's just confusing. I don't get it.
Right now it's fake deep, but then it could actually be deep. But right now it's fake deep.
What does it mean, Anon? Exactly.
Yeah. What does that? What does that do for you,
for
man? Yeah. What does that do for you, dog? Nothing.
So it's the jury's still out for Death Stranding. We shall see.
Remember the last game that had too much mystery? You remember what happened in that game?
This one really caught my eye. I guess I was in the bathroom when fucking this was going on, so I missed it, but I caught it when we came home. The Resident Evil 2 remake. It's not a remaster, but a remake. They're changing things about the game. This one looks really interesting to me. Graphically, it looks really scary. The fact that they're changing it, it's not like the original. Hopefully, they'll take out some of the shitty mechanics that were in the original, like that camera. That's what I've always hated. That's what I always hated about the old Resident Evil games. So I'm definitely interested in that. Was anybody else interested in this one?
Oh, it looked beautiful. I've never played Resident Evil 2, so I'm actually very interested in this. But I saw a 20-minute gameplay of somebody playing it, and I was like, wow, this looks really fucking good. So,
Jay Ransom says it plays like RE4. If that's true, then great, because that's the only one I really like.
Yeah, it looks fire. So I'm definitely excited to try it out.
Okay. What about you, Jay?
I'm not a fan of Resident Evil games, but it did look nice. So I know that the longtime Resident Evil fans, they were like going dumb hype over this. So you can enjoy it.
Okay. What about you, Blitz?
I'm tired of zombie games. I'll watch one of y'all stream it.
I watch my stream.
I'll watch y'all. I'll watch you play.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm good, bro.
What's your schedule?
Don't watch.
Let
Watch
the chat
Ace
again.
play it.
What's your
Watch it
schedule for your stream?
whenever Ace is streaming.
Wow.
Ethos. That was uncalled for.
Oh my god, bro! Now we gotta hear this man's mouth, man.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so this one actually made a really big impression on everybody. I think we can all agree this is one of the best games at E3. Ghost of Tsushima.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
Beautiful looking game. Definitely like it's pushing the PS4 hardware to its limit.
Egg cooking.
Mongrels have invaded feudal Japan, and you have to defend the land from the mongrels. They said they have like this whole which is immersion mode where like they actually speak their native tongue, the mongrels. So you like when you're playing a samurai, a Japanese person, you won't be able to understand them. So it adds like, that fear factor to it. I was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Or you can turn it on for English if you want that. Well, like this looked really dope to me.
Cool.
Is this like more arcadey? Is there more slow pace? I couldn't.
We
really
don't
tell.
know yet.
I want to say it's more slow paced based on what I saw, what they showed, but it could
seemed
be
very,
arcadey too.
It was very counter
It
based.
seemed very simple. I don't know how to describe it. Like I don't know. I think this game is going to be less of a it's not going to be like a Bayonetta or anything. It's going to be more of
Everybody
a
in the chat. Shut up.
Some people are saying like it was going to be like the Batman games.
Like the Arkham games?
Yeah, like the Arkham games.
Maybe.
And I wouldn't necessarily be mad at that, but again, I don't want it to be Neo. I don't want it to be Neo or Dark Souls.
It doesn't look like Neo. It doesn't look like a Dark Souls
It's like the
game.
Batman games. I don't know because
I
that
think
Spider-Man game is rumored to be like the Batman games too. It's like
Yeah, I think it's a very
starting to get played out.
I think Sony is going to go for like this is a very like it's trying to reach a very like casual audience of just so everybody can play it. I think it's more of like just the experience of being in this time period as a samurai when the mongrels are attacking Japan. I think that's what they're going for more than just like we're trying to make a very like in-depth like fighting game or something like that. Like it's definitely I don't feel like it's going to be as complex as like something like For Honor, for example. I think it's just going to be like pretty simple, like Hellblade-ish maybe.
As long as it ain't like Dark Souls.
Well, that's what I thought about Neo before it came out too, and you see how that ended up.
You thought?
Yeah. So I'm hoping that Ghost of Tsushima is not, but this look dumb hype because I love feudal Japan games, so I'm hoping that this one is
to make
lit.
it a Dark Souls game just to spite you, but
So I can get mad.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just
god.
get mad again.
Whatever
There were
he
scenes
does.
in the gameplay where like he was jumping off the top of the scalpel and like slicing their heads off and shit. It almost looked like the Assassin's Creed game we've been waiting for. Like I was like, okay.
Is this Assassin's Creed Japan?
I wouldn't be mad if it was Assassin's Creed
I know
Until
it's
fighting
Assassin's
style.
Creed, but close the damn up, bro. I was like, okay. There's some stealth elements to this. Okay, I like this. So definitely gonna be fun to watch JG play this. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know what else to say about it besides it's gorgeous and it looks cool. We need to see more gameplay. Did they give a release date or a release window for it?
I thought they did. I don't
That
know.
was 2019. I thought it was
Okay.
2019. Let's just say
All these
let's just
games
say-
coming out next year, pretty much.
Let's just say 2019, probably.
Give you enough time to get enough cooling units for your PS4.
I feel like this is the
Right.
fall of 2019.
Because
This-
I don't even know if the PS4 Pro is going to be able to handle this. Like, based on what they showed, like, is it really going to be able to at least get 30 on this? Like,
yeah, it looked like it was running 30 in the trailer. Like, but we don't even know what hardware it was running on. That could have been a PC for all we know.
and put it on PC, bro.
I doubt it though. It's Sony.
I know, but still, that's what I would do.
PC, so anything's possible.
I guess.
Okay. Of course, they showed more Spider-Man. There's that. I don't know if we're going to talk about that.
From what they showed at the conference, I wasn't hyped, but that latest trailer that they showed
The Comic-Con
a couple
one?
days ago, the Comic-Con one, that one looked good.
How do you feel about it rumored to being only 8 hours, especially after that trailer?
Ah, 8 hours, man.
Oh, really? Is that how long it is?
Yeah,
That's what the rumor
That's what
is,
Ethos was
6 to 8
saying,
hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you
It's
just
not
do the
all
story
game.
straight and without side quests.
It's like it's a straight linear game. I don't think it's an open world game.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's no open world aspect to it.
Whoa, time out, because the map is supposed to be like 4 times that of Sunset Overdrive, and it's not open world. I don't know. Hang on now.
They
I
said
don't
that?
know.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah.
I haven't
These are
heard anything
conflicting
about,
reports.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone say it's like an open world with side quests, and I haven't seen any game.
I gotta
mission ship.
Yeah, I might have to get some more intel on that because I have a pre-order and I don't know, man.
I was hoping like an open world game that was at least like 20 hours. Like,
will Spider-Man end up being the Order? Will it be the Order in 1886?
Oh my goodness!
A victim of racism.
A victim of racism.
Like the only way they can get away with it being 88 hours for $60 is that story has to be fucking fuego, bro. Like it has to be some next gen shit. But if it's not and it's only like 6 to 8 hours, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be pissed.
That's gonna be a problem, man.
Yeah, I heard it's not long.
That's a Call of Duty campaign right there. Also, Spider-Man PS4 will not be able to run 60 FPS on native. What?
Yeah.
Yikes! It is open world. They said somebody in the chat said it is open world, so we'll see. I don't know. We're getting conflicting reports.
Yeah,
hopefully it is.
I'll double check it.
Hopefully it
I'm
is. We'll
checking
see.
something. It says,
Yeah, so the first article from IGN in 2017, Spider-Man's PS4 open world 7 times larger than Sunset. So he's right. But here's the thing, though.
So it can't be 6
What
to
if
8
it's
hours.
Maybe the campaign's 6 to 8 hours, but there's like side missions where you can save people and stuff. I wouldn't be
Probably.
mad at that.
they need to clear this shit up fast.
Yeah,
This is kind of worrisome.
that's a reoccurring rumor that I've heard that the campaigns are really short. Don't get excited. We shall see. We shall see. And especially if the gameplay is exactly like Batman, I feel like this could be disappointing.
Someone's saying maybe it could be the main story is only 8 to 10 hours, but maybe there's like 30 hours of like side quest stuff.
Okay, so long as the side quests are good.
Yeah,
then
I
I'm
mean,
not
as long
mad
as
at
I'm able
it,
to
yeah.
run around and stuff.
Yeah.
Because if it was just straight up linear and the map is that size, so what the fuck is the point then?
Yeah.
Let's hope. Let us pray.
Granted, though, like the last few Spider-Man games, they have been huge open world games, and there was absolutely nothing in New York.
Yeah, there's nothing
That last
to do.
movie one, it was fucking awful, bro. It was huge,
Yeah.
and there was nothing to do in the city.
There's
You
open
might
world
find two
gameplay.
people walking around.
In any of these open world gameplays, do they have them doing side quests, or is it just them running around like free roam?
Nah, even when I think about like all the gameplay that they've shown him like swinging around, like
It's just free
it
roaming.
seems kind of linear. Oh wait, here's some free roam gameplay right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So
Is he like doing a quest or something, or is it just?
let me
him
fast
just-
forward. It's, in the beginning, it's him doing a quest. It looked open
around.
world. He's sitting on top of a building, and it looks big.
Yeah.
I think it's open world. I'm hoping. Okay.
Oh,
You know what? Yep, it is. Okay, so it
So there's
shows on
side
the map.
quests.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh
can
yeah, I
help
see
you.
it. I see it.
Yeah,
I'm
you see the
looking at it
side
now.
quests on the map and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
open world. There's gonna be side
Alright.
quests and shit.
Yeah. Don't scare me like that.
So long as the side quests are funny, we should be fine. Then.
Boy, who
Alright.
said that? Who said it wasn't open world? Y'all had me pissed for a second.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I
what-
never.
Some
I never
reports,
heard that
yeah.
it was open world. I just heard that it was
Somebody
6
said
to
it
8
was
hours.
linear. It was very linear. That's what I heard. I heard it was 6 to 8 hours, and I heard that it was very linear.
What's that? Ethos spreading fake news? So we go.
No,
see Spider-Man.
I'm only saying what
There's
the
hope
news
for
told
Spider-Man.
me.
Is there hope for Neo 2, Jay?
Now, when we got Neo 2, after we saw Ghost of Tsushima, I was like, okay, like, you better not make a game that's similar to this, because if you bring out the second one, don't copy it, don't be the same thing. So,
You know, did it first.
like I said, I'm not interested in Neo 2, but I know Ethos is, so he cannot beat it again.
You're? Oh, wow, you gonna just do me like that? All right.
Yeah, but yeah, you throwing the shots at me, Tom, throwing back. Let's go.
All right, all right.
He ain't beating that one either.
Okay.
What does
I'll
Neo
beat that
2
one
need
in
to do
30
different?
hours. You said what?
What does Neo 2 need to do different?
More weapons?
Ethos.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, you're the expert.
I really don't know. I love the first one, so I guess just give us more weapons. Maybe just different types of boss fight. Oh, co-op. That's what TBH wants.
Oh, real
Co-op from the beginning.
Yeah,
from the
getting in.
beginning.
I just want to be able to suffer with somebody. You know, I don't want to suffer alone.
Now, you know what, Ethos? I give you this one. Even though I hate Neo so much, or I hate those Dark Souls-esque games, if they had co-op from the very beginning, I would play it.
They have it for Dark Souls.
Nah, you good. Dark Souls is actually... I
Come on,
actually don't
Jason.
like that
Me
story.
and
I
Anon-
actually
me and
legit don't
Anon
like that
really
story,
didn't
though.
No, there's
Co-op.
the co-op is
Ain't
not
no-
real
ain't no
co-op.
lore in that
It
shit,
is.
bro.
It is. In Dark Souls 3, me and Anon did a majority of the game together. We ran through
And y'all
the top
killed
most
me,
game.
so it's not real.
Nah, you just suck at the game. That's different.
No, y'all killed me right when I got into the game, bro.
Y'all did hold him. Y'all did hold him, bro.
I wasn't even there.
10 minutes
How
into
could
the
I
game.
hold him?
Anon killed me. I uninstalled that shit. I was like, see, y'all not my friends.
You act like you ain't died before. He was initiating you
guys
into the get
ruined
good culture.
it.
You're
Fuck
bad
that
at the game. It's okay. Get
I was like,
good.
damn, I gotta worry about big ass bosses, regular characters, traps, and the fucking co-op. God damn, this game is just one big ass trap. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Enough, man. I need help.
I'm sick.
I need help. Take this shit.
Ban anybody in the chat who talks about my Dark Souls skills? Oh my goodness. So yeah, Neo 2's coming. Why did I put this in PlayStation? I could have sworn this was Xbox. Control was Xbox, wasn't it?
No, that's
PlayStation.
multi-plat.
That was PlayStation.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, it's
I think it was
It's a
multiplayer.
multiplayer. Okay.
But they showed it at PS4.
Yeah, Quantum Break 2 was announced. What did you think of Quantum Break 2?
It was low-key fire.
What was so different? Because I remember you got to actually like see her play it, right? Like, what was so
I
crazy
got to see
about it?
behind the scenes with like Ace. I was like, the best way to describe it, like, it's a mix of. I say this very lightly. It's a mix of kind of Quantum Break, but not, and a mix of Inception. It is basically like a mindfuckery type of game. Like, there's a lot of illusions in the game, and the game's environment is like just fucking incredible. Like, it'll like just transform and move on its own and manipulate the environment. You don't have time powers. You have like this like you have supernatural powers. So it's like you're this director of this secret organization in the U.S. that
I thought you were about to say TV show. I was like, you're about to lose me right there.
It's not a TV show. I can say that. They said it's not a TV show from what I've seen.
Dude.
It's very early, so they're still trying to figure out exactly what the game's going to fully do. But from what I've discovered is it's like Inception, the game. You're like this, like Inception meets Supernatural, the show. You basically play as this director, and the previous director was killed, and now you're the new director, and basically, like, the game has all these supernatural phenomenon that happen in the world, and you can manipulate some of this phenomenon. And it's like some crazy shit. Like, people kill themselves or do this crazy psychological shit because, like, the supernatural stuff will, like, start to mentally fuck with them and turn them into, like, these, like, evil type of people who come from a different dimension. It's just very, very off, like, balls off the wall. The best way to start, like, it's as if you watch Death Stranding, but it actually makes sense. It's very, like, that Death Stranding, like, this looks very confusing but interesting, but they actually explain what it's about and not just leave you in the dark about, we don't know what the fuck this shit's about. But you get this gun, which is really cool. Like, the gun can transform into different things. So it could be a pistol, and then it can transform into, like, a shotgun, and it can transform into, like, an assault rifle. And then, like, the environment will naturally, like, manipulate and change. So the idea they said is that, like, maybe you'll be, like, in a combat scenario, and you'll be shooting at 3 guys, and then the world will start to shift, and so the environment will start to change where, like, you had cover, now it's gone, and like the environment, the villains and stuff like that got pushed back like 10 feet because the room got bigger, or the room all of a sudden becomes like close combat, and she can like levitate. It's crazy. It's just some weird ass shit, but like it's that good weird ass shit. That's the best way I can.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Like I said, you have to watch the trailer to understand, but like it's definitely interesting. Yeah,
that gameplay looks lit. I'm about it.
It looks it's very
the
weird.
Gameplay looks great,
but the gameplay looks really cool. Like that's why I hesitantly say it's Quantum Break, because they said it's not. They're not trying to make a TV show per se. That never came up. But like it's definitely some weird shit. But that weird good type of shit.
When is this supposed to come out?
They didn't say. From what they've said, it's very early on. So like this seems like their minimum viable like product for the game. They're like
this is 1920.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
like
2019 in the trailer.
Yeah, they're like, okay, this is what we have the idea for the game. We'll see what happens, but like it runs off of the same engine that Quantum Break did, so the game will look like really cool.
Okay. I'm slightly interested in it. I just gotta see more about the story.
Yeah.
This is a multi-plat?
I believe so. Yeah,
Okay.
I think they said it was a multi-plat. I think Sony's just trying to, it's already. It's not. I'm pretty sure they said it's coming to PC.
Okay. So I'll keep my eye on this one. You have any opinion on the Blitz?
Pretty much y'all are said it all already. Looks interesting, but got to see more.
Got you. This is one. I know this one you guys are gonna be really excited for. During the PlayStation conference, they announced that Pirates of the Caribbean is coming to Kingdom Hearts 3. Huh?
I don't care.
That trailer was actually lit though.
It did look
pretty
sharp though. It did look like Jack Sparrow looking.
I saw the comparison. Yeah, it looked really nice graphic wise, but
they showed the trailer. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, like the game just needs to come out. I don't care.
Pretty much.
You're just showing everything in the fucking game. Please just drop it at this point.
Right there to be your fourth option.
Yeah. They also announced Black Ops 1 and 2 maps are coming to Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 went free to play. Guys excited about that?
I guess.
My PS Plus ran out, so I'm good.
Flock was playing it, so I know he was happy.
I played it with Flock, and Nomad and Siggy. It was fun. I like Black Ops 3. That was like one of my favorite.
That was the last Call of Duty I did like. So yeah, if you need something to play and you're broke, Black Ops 3 is now free to play with all the maps and shit. And I think they said the maps are coming to Black Ops 4 as well, especially in the Battle Royale mode. But yeah, let's give it a conference grade. PlayStation, JG, what do you give it?
Because of how cringy that damn conference was, it's gonna have to get a I give it a C. I give it just a solid C, because the game that they actually showed after the cringiness of the conference, I'm actually interested in a lot more of these games compared to Xbox. But it was just like the hype of the actual conference was the thing that I didn't like. But the games, I'm interested in like the majority of these games here.
Okay. What about you, Ethos?
Yeah, I'm agree with JG. I'm gonna give it a C minus. Yeah, there's a lot of cringy stuff, a lot of fake deep shit. It was just annoying to watch. It was just like, yo, just show me this shit. Y'all just in the most right now. From their games, there was really like probably only that Ghost of Tsushima was really the only game out of the entire thing. I was like, whoa, yeah, this shit looks lit. Everything else I was either like get mad about or like I need to see more. So yeah.
Got you. What about you, Blitz?
I give it a C minus as well. Ghost of Tsushima looked good. Spider-Man we all knew was coming, but also looks good, so I'm looking forward to that. But it was just the presentation is what I had a huge problem with, because like I said, they showed Last of Us 2 first, and then they moved everybody into a whole different venue, so everyone sitting at home was watching this really cringy, awkward panel about people talking about nothing, and it was way too long, and I don't know why Sony felt the need to switch up their format, because I think it was one E3 or two E3s ago where they just had the orchestra shit, and then an opening statement, and then they just showed games like boom, 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 one right after another.
Basically what Xbox did this year.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why Sony decided to switch that up. It did not work to me. That presentation was obnoxious to watch. But there was one game I was thinking about. It kind of looks similar to Control. I don't know, maybe I'm mixing up my conferences. I think it was called like The Quiet Man or some shit. Was that at the Sony conference or was that somewhere else?
I don't think that was.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I'd have to look. It must have been at a different conference.
I'll Google it. Quiet Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like some CGI trailer.
That's probably why I don't remember it.
Square Enix revealed.
Oh, it was a Square. Okay, got it.
I didn't even put that on the notes. I forgot they had a press conference.
Oh, right.
You didn't.
That's how bad that
was.
It was
You did
pretty
not
bad.
miss much.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Although they showed one game I kind of want to see more about, Babylon's Fall. I want to see what that's about. But other than that, yeah, don't feel bad about leaving Square off.
Yeah, I give them a C minus just because, I mean, Resident Evil 2 was a remake at the end of the day, so it's nothing new. Death Stranding was whatever. I wasn't impressed by The Last of Us 2. Ghost of Tsushima was fire. And then now that I've seen Control, that looks pretty cool. So I give them a C minus. But other than that, I wasn't really interested in anything else. So step it up, PlayStation. Step it up next year. Xbox, they did their thing this year. Moving on to Bethesda. Bethesda, they showed Fallout 76. They confirmed that it is an always online experience. Does anybody feel any type of way about that? I'll put Fallout 75. I'll take that as a no.
Well, yeah, like, don't you play Fallout, Ethos?
Talk to the residential Fallout fan who likes it.
Oh my god.
Oh, Blitz, you a big Fallout fan?
No,
No.
nigga.
I am.
Yeah, you like Fallout 4.
So that makes me a big Fallout fan? That was my first Fallout ever.
Yes. Go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Okay, this
You're the
fucking-
biggest-
wow. Yo, this man
you're
really
the-
is some fake news tonight.
You're
bro.
the biggest Fallout fan right
Lying
now.
on my name.
Who else
Lying on my
likes
name.
Fallout 4 in there?
You played more Fallouts than me. That makes you the Fallout fan.
No, I don't like the last Fallout, so you go ahead.
But you played
But
more.
you played
is the
more.
point.
I don't care. That don't make me a fan.
Yeah, okay.
Fake news.
You're a fake news. Go ahead, give your opinion, TBH.
The
Because
fact that
I'm
it's
just don't
always
just say I'm
online
hating on it.
the fact is it's always online is interesting. The thing is though, like, it's gotta have a good story. It's gotta have like a good guild system, maybe, like where you can play with friends or whatever. Because I feel like if there's a story and I'm trying to accomplish something and someone's always running up on me and fucking with me while I'm trying to do the story, I feel like the game's gonna get annoying really quickly. So it's all about how they tackle the online, I think, for this game to work.
Yeah,
If there's not things, or maybe do like GTA 5, where like what's that? You can put it in passive mode, like maybe like so you can put the game in passive mode, so you can just play the story if you want to, so you don't have to deal with people. But Again, it's all about how they handle the online, and then also are there going to be modes like TDM or something, like different modes or something like that? Like, I don't know. Now you super Fallout fan, what do you think, Ethos?
The Blitz?
Oh my god.
Blitz, you a fan of Fallout, right? Hell no. Oh damn, JG. Oh no, JG is. Yeah, JG played Fallout 3.
I never played a Fallout in my life.
What is going on?
I never played a Fallout in my life, bro.
Lies going
I
on
could have
tonight.
swore you played Fallout 3. You told me you like Fallout 3.
Not
Never
even,
played?
bro. No,
Okay.
I was only halfway interested in Fallout 4, and then y'all
Right.
played it. And
Someone's feeding me fake information. It must be Ace. Ace told
nigga,
me that
you are.
Ace told me that you love Fallout.
You
but
hearing
I
some
guess
things
lied.
in your head or something?
Ace lying on your name. So
Whatever.
Just to let you know that.
Oh my god.
For me, I got burnt on Fallout 4. I'll be honest with you. I even bought the fucking collector's edition, so I can't trust nothing Bethesda does.
Nerd.
Never, ever, ever falling for that again. So yeah, I'm never gonna. I
So
unfortunately
were
can
you
never be
actually
hyped.
burnt out on the game, or were you burnt out on the lack of optimization?
Oh, what's the difference? What do you mean by customization?
Because a game,
He said
can, a game
optimization.
can be good.
Oh, you
totally
talk
optimized,
optimization?
and then
Oh,
they
my
get
bad.
it later.
Optimization.
It was
Great.
both. It was both.
Okay,
Like, the optimism. Okay, the way the game was designed for Fallout 4 pissed me off, but the optimization was the cherry on the top to really like have me just done with the game. So like it was just like the thing that really just pushed it over. I was like, you know what, fuck this shit. So I can't get hyped for nothing Bethesda
So you're
does
not
now.
going to West Virginia then?
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm saying I'm not going to buy collectors, and I'm not going day one, unless like.
So you're
Someone
gonna
else
get
gets
it. You're just being extra. Okay.
No. I'm saying I might not get it at all.
The Steam sale?
Somebody clip that.
Yeah, like I might not get it all. I said I might. I said if I see more and it comes out and people are like, yeah, it's optimized and it works on PC, then I'll be like, okay, bet. And then they say, yeah, it's actually good. I'll try it out. But if it's going to be something similar to like how Elder Scrolls Online is, I'll pass.
And I think that's. I agree with you. I think that's the problem with this reveal. It's hard to
It's
gauge
very
it.
hard to figure out what this
First
shit
of all,
is.
this is one of these companies I feel like you shouldn't even have a freaking presentation. But if you're gonna have a presentation, show something. You had a limited number of games in your arsenal to show, and you don't even show any gameplay. You're wasting my fucking time, bro. It was just a little CG trailer of them walking around in a little super armor, and then that was it. And then singing West Virginia, but I don't know what this game's about, so I don't know. It's all about how they handle the online and if there's even going to be a story. So it's hard to gauge this game, I think. So yeah, Fallout 76. Hell yeah. Look out for it. They announced a new Doom Eternal. Anybody excited for that?
Yep. Only thing I was interested in that whole conference. So
It's a sequel, right? To
Yes,
the last
it
one?
is.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do they need to do different in this one for you to really fall in love with it, Blitz?
Well, they kind of already touched on it after they started talking about it after they revealed the actual trailer. Like, more demons, different enemy types. Pretty much, there's only so much you can do with Doom. Co-op, that would be kind of cool too. But other than that, like, there's pretty much not a whole much you can really expand upon. I mean, Doom is just like you're an OP main character that just goes around killing demons and shit. That's pretty much what I came for. So, I just want more of that.
I still have not finished. I want to say finished. I didn't even play it.
I got to finish the campaign. The multiplayer was pretty cool too for the first one.
Yeah, I read and actually got me interested in actually trying the game now. It's like, so the game rewards you for playing fast because it gives you health or whatever, like more kills or something like that?
Yeah, like if you string multiple kills together, the game rewards you for that, for like invincibility and extra shields and shit.
If you stop, you die, basically.
Pretty much.
You have to keep moving forward.
Someone in the chat actually suggested something like make the multiplayer faster like Quake. That would actually, I would be on board with that because I've been starting to play Quake Champions when they announced that to go free to play. So, yeah, that'd be cool too.
Do you want multiplayer in this, or you think they should ditch that and just focus on a longer, more fleshed out story?
Include multiplayer.
Okay.
Give it another shot, but actually have have id make it and not another company make it for them.
Right.
Is that what happened with the last one?
Yeah, that's why that was like all that controversy and people were worried about the game because id focused specifically on the single player, and that's why it was really good. And then they had to outsource to another studio to do their multiplayer, and that's why the multiplayer like design is kind of weird compared to the single player. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, it feels more like Call of Duty compared to like what like Doom and Quake felt like.
Yeah, like when I played it, the multiplayer was okay, but it wore off after like a month.
Yeah, same.
So
I played the
just went
beta
back
and
to
it was
the,
like whatever to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to stream Doom eventually. That's in my backlog. I gotta play that one. How long is that game?
It's pretty long actually. It's like Yeah, you play for like maybe it's like 15 to 20 hours. It's
not long.
Pretty. It's a decently long game. Like it's not like
a decent
short
size. To me, long is anything past 20.
Let me rephrase that. For a shooter, it's actually pretty long.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense.
I gotta finish it.
I know Jay was excited about this when they also announced a new Wolfenstein. What was it called? Wolfenstein Youngblood. How'd you feel about this, Jay?
Hell yeah, boy. Another Wolfenstein for me to beat. I'm all about it. I don't care how many Nazis they got to kill, bro. I don't care how much you change the story. I'm about it.
I'm ready to kill some Nazis.
As long as they have,
Hold on. Does Doom run well on PC? Because
Yeah.
Wolfenstein did not work on my PC. All of it did crash.
That game is weird, man, because I always think about Ethos' video about Bethesda's games when I think about this. But like Wolfenstein has never given me any issues, but I feel like every single one is giving you issues. And I know you're not the only one, but I don't know like how I'm getting lucky with like me not having any optimization issues, but like the game just running like absolute crap for everybody else.
Because
I would understand why you wouldn't want to play it.
I saw some trailers. I might just get it on my Xbox One X, like if I can catch it on a sale.
Wait a minute, JG. Does this game have women in it?
It does have women in it.
I can't buy this game. I can't buy this game now. There's 2 women. I can't play as a man. Oh no.
That's 2 forms of diversity.
That's 2 women.
She's a woman and she's black.
There's 2 of them. No, I can't do it, dog. I can't. Sorry, dude. You on your own for this
We
one.
gotta continue the legacy, baby.
Is it co-op?
I'm just tired of the.
I don't know if this one is gonna be co-op. It's probably
co-op.
not.
That'd be lit. There's 2 of them.
It was 2 people there, so I don't know.
But women, we gotta have a man. Why is there no man shooting the Nazis?
Okay, I might fuck around and get Wolfenstein 2 on the Xbox One X because I did really want to play that.
I did too. I'm buying it on I'm about to buy it on the Switch.
True. Why would you play it on the Switch?
Because
did you see the reviews?
No.
Not
good.
Yeah, I watched.
Not good.
They said the frame rate was real shaky.
Oh, damn
you better off getting it for the PS4.
I'll get on PC first and see if it runs, and if it doesn't run on my PC, then I'll get it on PS4 then. Damn, I really wanted to play this shit too on the Switch.
Because I was thinking about getting it for the Switch too.
Oh, it is.
And then on top of that, they said it's blurry too.
JG, I call dibs. He's got to wait.
You call dibs?
Yeah, I'm co-oping with you.
Oh, you know what they said? They said it has a dynamic resolution, so the game runs anywhere between 480p and 720p, and on top of that, the frame rate is shaky. So they said it's blurry and it's shaky.
Oh man, even on the handheld, it looks blurry.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds like how Xenoblade Chronicles is. Nah, I can't do that.
Looks like the Switch has been maxed out already.
God damn it.
God damn it. It is what it is. But yeah, that should be interesting. So Wolfenstein, definitely look forward to that. Fallout Shelter for PS4 and Switch was announced. Yeah. Elder Scrolls Mobile. Yeah.
That's too bad.
We actually played a little bit of that, but it's like whatever, bro.
It was cool, but it's not for me.
I'm not gonna be playing
this. Was an interesting reveal. This is a game that's been rumored for years now. They've been quote unquote working on a space RPG called Starfield. And as a fan of Mass Effect, and I did like Fallout 4 ethos.
We can't get hyped. We can't.
Maybe Bethesda can get the next great space RPG.
They can't. No, they can't. No.
It's real. They said they didn't show any gameplay, but they said it's real.
It was a title card. We know nothing about this game. I'm
just saying.
No.
They make decent RPGs. No. We're going to space, baby.
No, I can't. I can't be part of space.
He's been hurt before.
I've been hurt already. I can't trust Bethesda right now, dog.
Oh my god. So yeah. There's that. They announced that Starfield is real, so hopefully we'll get some gameplay next year, or at least a CG trailer or something, but we don't really know what it is. We just know it's going to be a space RPG from Bethesda. Hopefully, because this is something new, this isn't a sequel to any of their other franchises. Maybe it's running on a new engine, maybe, and we won't have some of the same problems.
No, don't even put that in our mind. Don't even. Let's go with
you
more expectation. No, we don't. I'm realistic. Bethesda's gonna use the same fucking engine they use for Fallout 4. I'm gonna wait.
And speaking of title screens, last but not least, they also revealed Elder Scrolls 6 is in the works. So yeah, I don't really care about Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Is there any gameplay?
Nope, just a title screen, and they showed a little bit of the land, like a pan of the land. But
don't care then.
I forgot to put that on Rage 2. That's right, they did reveal Rage 2. My bad.
Now we actually got to play Rage 2.
Yeah, I didn't talk shit about that. It was actually fun.
Rage 2 was lit.
Yeah, it was lit. It's pretty fun.
And shout out to Sean Baptist.
Dude has an incredible Twitter.
Favorite influencer manager?
He's very active, actually.
He has a very active and he actually tweets about very interesting things, unlike other people.
Yeah, man, he likes sports.
You can't just say it's fun. What made it fun to y'all?
Rage. Well, we made a video about this
like
on my ethos stuff, but it reminded me of ethos of Bulletstorm. It reminded us of Bulletstorm, like a faster pace, like the special moves that you get, like those powers are fire. It's like being super creative. It's like a playground of just destruction. Like there's some very unique ways that you can kill people. So that's what I really like about it. I feel like they've expanded on it a lot from the first Rage, and I feel like a lot of people because I know a lot of people like having controversy about the first Rage, and I think that more people will be more inclined to play this one over the first one. I think they'll be able to get into it better. So
yeah, the best way to describe it is like if you liked any of these games, if you like Bulletstorm, Mad Max, or Doom, you will like this game. Positive. It's literally those three games thrown together.
Okay. Let's give them a grade. Blitz, what do you grade Bethesda?
I only like Doom, so I'll give them a C-.
Boom. Ethos.
Same as Blitz.
Boom. JG.
I give them a solid C. There are a lot of games I just wish like we could have seen like some actual gameplay from these other games. Just a lot of title screens and stuff like that. So, see,
like they didn't have. Sure. When I actually look at their list, I'm actually interested in them. I'm interested in Starfield. I'm interested in Wolfenstein, Doom, Fallout 76. The problem is they just didn't show enough. If they did, I'd give them like a B-, but they didn't, so it's a C-.
Yeah.
A bunch of title screens, unfortunately. Get it together, Bethesda. Get some cool games. Starfield, baby. Starfield, Ethos. Come on. Let's talk about the best and most elite press conference.
Oh,
EA.
man.
Hey. Madden, FIFA, live. Let's go.
Oh, my
All
God.
right, so first things first, let's talk about the big one, Anthem. Ethos and I both got to play Anthem. We did a video on it, but in case you didn't, give them a little something, Ethos.
Anthem is Iron Man Simulator.
But is that a good or a bad thing to you?
That's a good thing, because it actually feels very good.
Okay. And for those of you wondering, it is a loot shooter, but there is no PvP as of right now. But I think if people beg enough, they're probably gonna put it in it. But right now it's PvE focused. There's 4 different suits, and they all have different abilities and use them to tackle different things. The one thing that I really liked about this game is the verticality in it. It's this big open world, and fucking you can go up and down and left and right all over the place, and there's caves and underwater areas, and I wanted to explore the area. That makes you want to stay in the world. So I thought that was interesting. I found the combat to be fun. It's like Ethos said, it's Iron Man the video game. If you remember those old Iron Man games that came out during Iron Man 1 and 2 by Sega,
oh my God,
they were fucking awful.
Yeah,
Anthem is what those games are supposed
to
be.
Should have been. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, nothing like that. But Anthem, I feel like this game is getting a lot of shit because of Andromeda and it's BioWare making it. But I feel like they're on the right track. I don't want to fully co-sign it because we need to see more. But based off what I played, I did enjoy it. What do you think, Blitz?
I'm still interested in it. Only have to go off the stage demo. I was a little disappointed that they revealed 4 classes, but they only showed off 2. Makes me kind of worried as to why they only showed 2 classes, but it's whatever. But I'm still interested in it. But I'm very cautious with this game because I'm seeing there's all kinds of rumors and stuff flying around about. Like, there's no romance options. There's not a lot of dialogue tree.
There is no dialogue tree. I don't think. I think it's
not
just,
at all.
They're just telling a story.
They want to make it very clear this is not going to be like Mass Effect.
Okay, well, I actually don't mind that.
They just want to just let people know that don't go into this thinking it's going to be like Mass Effect because it won't be. It has some aspects of Mass Effect, but it definitely is just not. It's not like from the RPG perspective. It's not like you're a person.
I feel like that's where all
crew.
the flack is coming from.
Yeah,
they wanted to be Mass Effect, and it's like this is a Mass Effect.
Sure. Yeah, and I don't mind that. If it's not like Mass Effect, I have no issue with that. But I'm very wait and see with this game. It probably won't be day one. I want to get some early impressions for it first, and then I'll hop in. But I'll still definitely keeping an eye on it.
I think they said they're doing a beta like sometime at the end of the summer or beginning of fall or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was fall they stated, or maybe it was early January.
Yeah, so like everybody's gonna get a chance to get their hands on it.
Yeah,
it should be cool. What about you, Jay? Any opinion on Anthem?
I mean, I want to play the game. That's pretty much it. Like for what I've seen, I didn't see anything new from the second demo for real that we saw from the one that they showed last year. So like, I'm obviously still interested in it, and like the controversy behind it and the people upset because of Mass Effect, it's kind of turning me off. But I'm trying not to listen to them and ruin the potential experience that I might get from playing it. So I just want to get my hands on it pretty much before I can like give a real opinion on it. But like I said, I was excited. Like, and I know that a lot of us were like, "Well, what is this?" And we were initially excited when we saw it last year. But again, they didn't show like too much this year to like maybe 100% want to like pick it up and like spend my time playing it. So,
you know, the weird thing about this situation and like all of this hate around Mass Effect in this game is like when I think about it, like every person that I've ever had a conversation with who actually played Andromeda say it's a good game.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good game. It's the people
who
who didn't play it that are saying it's a bad game. Like,
I remember we talked to who was it? Remember Wolf when he brought it up? He asked me, he was like, "Hey, what did you think about Mass Effect?" Because we met him at the little capture event thing, and it was like, "Yeah, did you?" I was like, "Yeah, I actually liked the game. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it." And he was like, "Yeah, I did too. I just don't get where." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't get it either." A lot of hate.
That's why it's like there's so much hoopla surrounding this game, and it's like, who do you trust? And it's like, Andromeda wasn't a bad game. It just was a bad Mass Effect game, if that makes sense. It just wasn't as great as the previous Mass Effect games. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's getting a lot of unjust hate, but we shall see.
I like the Andromeda.
You know who knows the truth?
Oh,
Downward Thrust.
This guy. Another thing about the classes too. Are we supposed to believe that these are going to be the only 4 classes that you're going to be able to run with, or do you think there's going to be expansion on that? Or?
They seem to be hinting towards it's only.
I wish
4.
I could tell you, but I can't.
Yeah, from what I've seen,
JDH is holding info back.
Knows more, so he can't say. But like from what I gather at E3, it seems like they said there's just the 4 that they've shown, which is like Interceptor, Stormcaller, Colossus, and Ranger.
Okay.
I'll say don't rule it out. I'll say that.
There you go.
But yeah, that's Anthem. We shall see. This one's gonna be interesting, I think, when it hits. Here's a game I wasn't even fucking remotely interested in, but I think you guys liked it. Battlefield 5. Whoa! There's some new info here. Wait a second.
Hey, I didn't say that I was excited for it. Did you watch our review? Oh no!
Yeah, I don't think he watched it.
I was busy editing.
Yeah, I don't think he watched
it. There were so many videos coming out that I couldn't even watch our own.
Yeah.
It felt more of the same for me, dog. It really felt a lot like Battlefield 4.
You know what it was? It was Ace. He was like hyping it up. And
of course, Ace was.
Ace liked it because he was getting killed. Remember?
Like his
that? I don't think he's ever really played Battlefield. I think all of us are Battlefield vets. So at this point, we're kind of like meh about it.
He's a noob to everything because he's just not moving a mouse and keyboard. So like everything is just a new experience for him. So he likes it all. Yeah, he's excited about everything. But like I didn't get that wow factor. That's what I was saying in the video. Like nothing made me say, "Oh my god, like this is so much different from Battlefield 4. Like the one thing that I could notice right out the back is like anybody can pick anybody up. Just the medic can pick people up faster. So that, I mean, that's interesting.
That
but again,
like a headache.
It could be
in an objective based mode. The game's never gonna.
But it takes a long time. It takes a long time to do it. It's not quick. Yeah,
so it's basically like Gears now. Like it's not like there's like a down and out for every person now. So you're not immediately killed when you're shot and like you're just dead on the screen. You actually like crawl and you like yell out for like medics to come pick you up. And like the thing that's cool is like they added more animations. So like medics, I think in your squad members, they can grab you and pull you away from the fight and like shoot at them while they're dragging you away.
Yeah, take you to cover.
Yeah, in order to heal you. But it's
like,
very risky.
Yeah, like it's a couple of again
like,
new things there, but it's like I'm like, oh my god, I'm excited like I was when Battlefield 3 came out, and and like even when 4 came out, I was a little excited. Yeah, Battlefield 3 did change the game. So like I said, I'm more excited about like the Battle Royale. I want to see what that is, and maybe if that can bring me into it. Yeah, the Battle Royale might be the thing that will get me into it, but just the regular multiplayer, I'm like, man, I'm just not excited for it.
Okay. What about you, Blitz? You got any opinion on Battlefield?
I've tried to get into Battlefield, but I probably because I just suck at it. I'll probably just pass on it.
Are you honest with something? Wait, are you being honest? No,
a little bit, maybe a little too honest. But no, I've tried to get into it. Maybe because I just suck. I'll stick with COD. because that's more casual
Holy
friendly.
shit, yo! Can I get some dummies in the chat? I swear, I've had so many conversations with people between like Battlefield and Call, and I don't know if you saw the comments, JG, but like people were getting mad at our opinion, stating that like, wow, but Call of Duty's the same thing. It's like, but we're not talking about Call of Duty or nothing like that. Like, I've never heard somebody
people who just assume one thing because you said another. Like,
we've said that Call of Duty's been the same for years already. What are we talking about?
Yeah, and it's like, well, now Battlefield started.
Oh, so you love Marvel movies, so you don't like DC? Like I didn't say that.
Yeah,
like,
it's like an absolute like Blitz is the first person I've ever heard somebody say that. Be like, I'll be honest, I'm just gonna play Call of Duty because I'm better at it. Like I've never heard somebody say that shit.
Yeah, like because I have nothing to prove. Like that's what I play. Like I can kills in Call of Duty. Like what do you want me to do?
That's our dilemma with Destiny and Titanfall. Be like, do we play this because we like it or because we're good? Like,
because we can destroy people at the game.
But no, like
we just kill people.
But yeah, like I'll keep it. Like I think is Battlefield 5 doing a beta? I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. They already did their alpha too. I'm sure their beta will be open. The alpha was closed.
Yeah, so I'll give the open beta a shot, and we'll see if I'm any better at it. But like this to me, because I think EA actually teased more information about this game at Microsoft's press conference, and then when it got to Microsoft's press conference, they only showed like a CG trailer, and it was literally nothing else. So it made EA's conference somehow worse, which I thought was interesting. But you know, like I said, I'll give the open beta a shot, and if I like it, then I'll get it. But if not, I'll probably just run with Black Ops 4. No shame in saying that.
Okay.
Wow.
Speaking of
holy shit.
Speaking of Titanfall, is anybody disappointed that there was no Titanfall 3 at E3? Because there was a rumor that it's in the works.
I didn't hear about that.
Nah, let them cook. Let them cook. They got to make the best Titanfall.
Supposedly they're working on a new IP too as well. Respawn.
They're working on Star Wars.
A Star Wars game.
They announced it at E3. The name of it, I think, it's called Fallen Order or something. I think.
Oh yeah, that was a really awkward moment. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
everyone's like, "Is there?"
We were like,
they just go up to Vince, who's sitting down in a seat. He's like, "Don't you guys want to say something?" Yeah, we're working on a Star Wars game.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
And everyone was like, "Oh shit!" And then there was like everyone was waiting for like a trailer, but there was like, "Yeah, okay, cool, keep us updated." I'm just like, "What? What?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Shout out to that chick that was the MC, because I was like, I had to be an awkward position for her. It's like,
like,
no, there's no gameplay.
No gameplay. I was like, oh, okay.
Who is making these decisions to do these things on stage?
And the worst part is, like, he gave like a brief overview of it, and it sounds lit. It's like after the events of Order 66, and apparently you're like a Jedi Padawan. So like, it sounds cool.
Order 66. That was when they were trying to kill all the
yeah,
Jedi,
when they
so you're trying to survive. That does sound.
Yeah, it's like a survival story. So it's like, yo, this sounds fucking lit. But like, there's nothing to show. We have no idea what's like. What like, are you a Sith? Like, what are you? Are you a Padawan? Are you a Knight? Like, what does it look like? What's the gameplay like? You know, is it a shooter? Is it like similar to like what was the name of those games?
The game will be open world and will take place between episode 3 and 4.
Is it like
open world?
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing about open world. Is it like what are those games that you and me talked about? The other Star Wars games that came out.
1333
no,
some shit like that. What was it called? 1330?
No, the other one, the Force.
The Force Awakens. No.
Unleashed.
The one with Starkiller, right?
Yeah,
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
Yeah, I'm like,
the movie we're gonna get.
That's all he gets upset about.
You're never getting that movie. Let it go, Blitz. Let the past die. You're never getting it. But no, maybe it plays like that. That'd be pretty cool. But Respawn has a pedigree in shooters, so I think it's interesting to see them try something different. So,
yeah, bring my boy Starkiller back. He inspired the rebels.
He's dead. He's dead, unfortunately.
We'll dig him up. It's not that hard.
The rebels only exist because of him, though.
Whatever, man. Whether
canon, dog.
Whether the Star Wars is canon or not, the Star Wars fans will be upset. So just break the rules and bring us whatever the hell we want.
That first game did have a great story.
It did.
Yeah, the second one wasn't that great, but
the second one was.
I didn't play it because everybody said it was trash. I was like,
I was disappointed in that game.
But the first game was really.
I still played it. It was still alright.
They revealed Unravel 2. The last one came out last year, and it came out the same day that they announced it. It's a game where you play as a little yarn dude.
Didn't it literally come out?
Puzzle.
Is it like out?
Yeah, it came out the same day that they announced it. Right when they announced it, it's like, you can play it now.
Oh, it's like out. Is it free?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah. If you're part of the EA
the access shit.
Game Changers.
Oh shit! Let me download it. It's free.
What's the name? So yeah, you play as a yarn dude, and you solve puzzles, and you can play with your buddy now. What another yarn dude? So there's that. There was Battlefront 2 DLC. NBA Live 19 got like 10 seconds of stage time. It was playable at EA Play.
Go ahead and tell them that you weren't there.
Oh yeah, apparently we weren't at EA Play, even though I played all the games.
We didn't go to E3. We didn't do anything.
Crazy, because they didn't like our opinion on NBA Live 19.
That video has over 100,000 views and just comments of people crying. It's ridiculous.
That's one of my favorite things about E3. Every year we go and we'll tell you our opinions on games that we actually played, and people will tell us we're wrong, even though they were watching it from home. And it's just an opinion on top of that, so I don't know how it's wrong, but whatever.
Like, I ain't got time for this. We on a different level than y'all, so we gotta chill. We're trying to get this work done.
If you're curious what NBA Live 19 is, you didn't see our video. It feels like 18.5. I wasn't impressed. I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, because I really want the game to do well. A demo comes out August 24th, but it felt samey. Like, it felt a little bit smoother in the animations, but the players are overpowered in the paint, and like they were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted. The defensive build, the rim protector, they're called. This dude was fucking stealing the ball at the top of the key, fucking hitting mid ranges, just dunking on everybody. He was a little bit over. They buffed the fuck out of him. I don't know. It was all right. I wasn't blown away, but we shall see when the demo drops.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play it. I went over there with y'all. So
are they gonna do a thing where if you pre-order it, like it's only like $40 instead of the full 60?
Yeah, they announced it like a couple weeks ago. I don't know if they're still doing it. You might want to Google that. But I remember because I follow the community manager, and he announced that he was like, we got a treat for people who are loyal. If you pre-order it, you'll get a discount. So I don't know if they're still doing it, though. You might want to look into that.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
I will give EA one thing, though. Like, the community, wherever they are, because apparently I didn't know that community was so tight-knit. The community is very, very loyal to that damn game. I don't know why, but, like, y'all are insane.
Yeah, it's really weird to see people be so loyal to EA. Of all companies, like, y'all know who y'all loyal to? Like,
it's an abusive relationship. There's a lot of those going on.
It couldn't be me. I mean, I like Live myself. Like, I was upset when they stopped making their games for a little bit, and I just had to deal with 2K because I didn't like 2K back then compared to Live. But the YouTube community is just they're in an interesting space with their beloved franchise. I feel like a lot of people just love Live so much because all the big dudes don't play it. They're all on 2K's nut. So this is just what they want to stick with. And they feel like they can get an easier time and they can get their voice heard more talking to the EA people rather than talking to 2K people who only like send the same people to their little 2K day every year.
That's why I think they're probably loyal to them, because like one thing I will give EA and their Game Changers program, like their program isn't about how many subs and views you have. It's about your passion for their games. So like I know they had an event a few months ago for NBA Live before E3, and they flew out a bunch of quote-unquote content creators for Live, and all of them had below like 10,000 subscribers. Like in the picture, like I looked up all their channels, so it's like they're just looking to see who plays their games. So I give EA that, and that's probably why they're loyal to them.
Yeah, as long as you're passionate about it.
Yeah,
like, you have to be you have to be a big dude in order to get there and get noticed. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping Live does well. Like for me, it's not so much being loyal to the game itself or to EA, but like because 2K, that ass we all know needs competition, because like I can't even with that game with 2K. So plus I'm trying to save some money on Live if I pre-order. So
right,
I'm waiting on
competitive 5v5, man.
Apparently, community manager he said the 2K community is shook now. So I was like, he said after that 2K day, they're coming back and making their videos. All the 2K dudes who got invited out.
Shook in a good or a bad way?
Nah, shook in a bad way. He's saying like the 2K community got to watch out because Live is about to come with it. I was like, well, y'all got to show us something too. I was like, that's good and all that 2K, the actual developers and the community is shook about what Live is going to do and what EA is going to do, but y'all got to show us something. Y'all got to give us a feature that we've been asking for. Like it's all there for y'all to win and get the community on your side, but y'all got to actually like give us what we asking for. Like it's not no easy battle in order to get people away from the 2K community. So
you basically saying like you feel like Live forgot they still got work to do. Like y'all still on the losing side.
Yeah, it's like you talking about they shook, but it's like what did you actually show us that was like actually like worth it so far? Like we still gotta wait on the demo. Like only people that went to EA Play and the people who got invited out, the Game Changer got to play it. But like
they've only shown in-engine footage, not real gameplay.
Yeah. And so y'all still got some stuff to show. Y'all not off the hook yet, so come with it this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping they have a lot more content than they did in 18 because I like to play franchise mode pretty much only in my sports games, and it was very bare bones. 18 was, so I'm hoping that
I heard, yeah,
they come back with a lot more content this year, because if Live had the same like mechanics and things like that, but with 2K's presentation, it'd be perfect for me. So I'm hoping that they step towards that.
Gotcha. All right, grades for EA. Blitz, what do you give them?
Let's see. So wait and see on Anthem. I play Madden. I play Live. There was actually one game, some indie game that they showed. Whatchamacallit? Sea of Solitude. That looked pretty interesting. And
They said Madden was ass. Didn't you play any of those?
Was it?
I have great news to announce. I beat Flock in Madden. I am better than him.
Holy shit.
Wasn't the build you played buggy, though?
Well, Flock could get into the nuances of that because I don't know shit about Madden. But, yeah, I guess we were playing on the PC version, but I mean, it worked. Flock will say, you know, his boy had butterfingers, but who knows?
Well, I'm a football head, so how broken it is, I'm most likely going to get Madden sooner rather than later. So, but overall, I give EA a C-.
Okay. What about you, Ethos?
Yeah, same. I gotta give him a C-. I would give him a D, but I don't know. I gotta give him
My bad you said it like that. D.
This man has been slandering all day, bro. What about you, Jay?
You know what? The funny thing is, even though EA like didn't show me anything that I was like, wow, like I have to get that, they actually, like, I'm pretty sure almost every game that they showed, they actually showed gameplay for it. So like, I can't be mad at them for like not like giving me anything that like, oh, we ain't see anything, we gotta wait on that. So like, I actually give them a C+ just because of that.
I mean, granted, everything they show every year is a fucking sequel. Literally,
it is the same thing because it's mostly sports, but I mean, they do the same thing, so it's gonna be right in the middle. So I give them a plus just because it wasn't anything like left to the imagination.
Okay, I give them a C- because the only thing I'm genuinely interested in is Anthem and Live. Everything else can go. Nintendo. You know, when I looked up Nintendo, they showed more than I thought. I guess I really wasn't paying attention to the Nintendo press conference because it just seemed like all they did was show Smash Bros. Ultimate, but they showed more games. Fortnite to the Switch, yeah? Huh?
Yeah, Siggy was so addicted he had to download it immediately. And then he got mad because the Wi-Fi was shit.
Are people even still playing it on the Switch?
Yeah, it has the second highest player count, I think.
Can you connect your Epic account to it?
No.
No.
Sony's negativity literally outshadowed the entire news that it was on the Switch.
Feels bad, man.
Yikes. So there was that. They announced Fire Emblem 3 House. I looked up some gameplay. That should look kind of good.
Very early, but it looked nice.
Y'all into Fire Emblem, little strategy game?
I never played Fire Emblem,
but I don't have a 3DS or anything.
Nigga. I'm hyped as shit, boy.
Yeah, that makes it. Yeah, if you like Final Fantasy Tactics, you'll like it. Or any of those other tactical games.
Hope they don't split up the game into 3 different fucking
parts. Oh, yeah.
They better not do that shit again.
I know y'all were upset about this.
That shit.
That's why I didn't play
the
the last
game.
That shit.
Yeah, that shit really ruined my experience.
What was it? Awakening or what?
No,
Awakening was good.
Before that.
Awakening was
the
fire.
One you want to play.
Yeah.
It was the one after that. Those 3 ones.
Fates. Yeah. The Fates game was. Oh man.
Shit was like $150 to get the true ending, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit.
Let's see what else they get. They announced a new Mario Party. They didn't really show much for it, but Mario Party for the Switch.
Dog. It's not online. The fuck?
All right, next game then.
Are you kidding me?
No,
really?
No, Mario Party
no
online would be fire for the Switch. Like, that's a good stream game, bro.
Yeah,
like, there's no online.
There's no online, bro.
Next game. Dragon Ball Fighters to the Switch. No, another port. That's cool. And then they announced this game. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Daemon X Machina. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
I think you got it good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mech game. It looked pretty cool, but they didn't really show much. Did anybody get anything from that?
Cool guy. You see more?
Yeah. So that's a wait and see. Maybe.
And then of course the big thing they showed was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We got to play it at E3. Basically, it's like Smash Bros. Wii U, but with all the characters from the entire franchise sped up a little bit, and then they reworked some of the characters a little bit. It feels like
and shit.
Feels like what Smash Bros. Wii U should have been, basically. Yeah, but like some people are saying it's a new game. I played it. I don't think it's a new game. it felt like the Wii U version, just with all the characters. I don't know. I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna throw hands and play with the chat and shit. But what was your impressions, Blitz?
I mean, I'm mad that I have to get a whole new console just to play it, but I kind of knew this was coming back when Smash Wii U first came out. But yeah, I'll definitely get it because I play locally with a homie all the time, and we always ask, "Oh, there should be more characters or more stages and shit." And well, here it is. So yeah, I'm planning on getting the Switch, and as soon as the December rolls around, I'm gonna be on Smash Ultimate. So
the main thing that I noticed was new, besides like some of the characters' moves are a little bit different, is like the auto kills in the game. It's not an auto kill, but it's like it's a tip basically saying that you basically gonna kill them. Like there's no more guessing. You don't have to sit there and watch the character fly off the screen. Like if you hit a character like a certain angle, a quick cutscene will play where like there'll be X's in the character's eye, and then they'll just fly off the fucking screen really quickly. So like if you get that, you got that kill. Basically, that was new. That was kind of cool. Did you say something about the presentation, JG? Like they showed.
Yeah, I like the UI, like what you just mentioned. Like it did, like a big, number will pop up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like what the like if you're playing stock, like how many stocks you have towards compared to them. So that immediately helps the competitive community. And instead of you having to like guess what happens, like it's in your face. Yeah, exactly. So I like that the UI changes are definitely really really good on that one. So that was a change that I liked. And then what you just mentioned with the little slow mo, like if you get a good hit on your opponent and they're about to go. So I like that stuff. And I almost won my medal at E3. So I'm definitely gonna be up.
Go ahead, tell me how.
Man, apparently I faced a dude who was a competitive Smash player, so he was more sweaty than me that day. So he whooped my ass.
Oh, you got set up? That's great.
Yeah, apparently I got set up. So I was playing the dude.
Tell him how you got set up too.
Yeah, apparently Smash Bros. Competitive is played with the Ultimates on, the Ultimate Smashes. I didn't know. All the years that I've been playing. Yeah, all the years I've been playing. I did not know they leave the Smash Ball on. And I got fucked over because of that. I was winning until someone got the Smash Ball and killed everybody.
That doesn't sound right. It's like playing with items.
Yeah, here's the funny thing, right? Blitz, they didn't tell us this, right? I'm winning the match. The Smash Ball appears on screen. I look at it. I said, "Oh shit!" in my head. But I'm thinking, everybody's gonna be honorable. Everybody's gonna be honorable. One of the people I was playing with goes for it. She activates it and kills everybody on the screen, and then ends up winning and advancing. I turned to the people. I'm like, "Yo, I thought this was competitive," because JG signed up for the. They had the competitive and the casual line. I thought competitive you play without it, and they was like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you the Smash is on." All right, bro. I'm heated at this point, bro, because they weren't good. I knew I was better than them, but that's how it goes.
Hey, whatever. That first match before you moved up, I used that to my advantage. So forget that.
But here's the funny part, right? We go back to the line the very next day because JG played the day after me. They turned the Smash Ball off, so I guess they heard the feedback that some pissed players had. And they made it a little bit easier for everybody else, but I had to take the L for that. I died for JG sins. It's all good.
It's all good. I got up to the top, man. We got to the finals.
Yeah, I feel like Smash Pro players have like their own. Everyone has their own set of rules and their code of honor. Like, oh, you don't play with items. You don't play with the Smash Ball and shit. Like, yeah, I just play this shit for fun, bro. So.
I feel
yeah.
There was definitely some MLG sweats there. There was this one dude in the line behind me who had his GameCube controller tied around his neck like a choker chain and shit. I'm like, yo, this dude plays competitive, bro. This dude is not showered in at least 2 weeks.
We know a couple of Nintendo dudes who stayed over there. They just kept going in the line over and over and over.
Yeah, the sweats was there at E3. It was interesting, but I'm not mad at it. It was cool. It was fun to have that little competitive thing going at E3. I'm not mad at it being like
their booth was nice. I like the setup.
It was nice. They finally gave general public something to do. Basically, it was cool.
And shout out to Hollywood to hook this up.
Yeah. So let's give a grade for Nintendo. JG, what do you give Nintendo on their press conference?
Hey, Nintendo actually came with it, regardless of like whether I actually like the games or not. Like every game that they showed, like they really had a nice lineup. So for Nintendo, I'm gonna have to give them a B. I'm gonna just give them a solid B on this one.
Okay, what about you, Ethos?
I'm gonna give them a C because I'm pretty sure 75% of that entire press conference was Smash related.
It was.
Yeah, so I gotta give it for that because that was kind of. I was hoping for Metroid, some of the other heat
that was the one thing that they did not show.
The Pokemon
and the Pokemon
game. Yeah, that was kind of disappointing. So
they just showed more of the same. That's why I even put it on.
So I gotta give them a C for it.
What about you, Blitz?
I give him a B- as well, because even though all they pretty much showed was Smash, I actually was interested in that. And then, like JG said, like the other games they did show, they actually did have a solid lineup. Even though I probably might get one out of those games that they showed, but yeah, B- would be my score.
Oh yeah, we did forget about Bayonetta 3.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
That was
the
shown at
title
the
screen.
press
I
conference,
forgot about that. Yeah, but it was a title screen, so it's like, did your score change based off now that we remember Bayonetta 3?
Nah,
Title
I'll
screen.
still keep it as a B. I mean,
If they showed gameplay, that's probably why I would actually remember it. Based off everything, I wanted to give them the B-, because I mean Smash Bros. And then that day that Machina game looks interesting, but I gotta give them a C+ once you guys told me Mario Party is offline, bruh.
Yeah, that should really piss me off.
What are you doing?
The thing
That
was,
seems counterintuitive.
The thing was, like, it was announced at E3, and we didn't see because we didn't see the press conference. And then I remember I was standing by Siggy, and I think Siggy brought it, was like, yeah, they announced a new Mario Party. I was like, oh shit, let's fucking go. You know, hype shit. I was like, oh, we could do some GI streams. This shit would be fucking lit. So I'm thinking this shit, like, all on the plane back. I get back from LA, I get home, and then literally my roommate tells me, I tell him, I'm like, yeah, bro, I was like, yo, we gotta cop this Mario Party, because it's gonna be lit. And then he says, yeah, it's only local. I said, what? He said, yeah, it was a news article came out. He said it's only a local game. And I was like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I was just like, yeah, just hype killed immediately. Like, bro, you brought the Switch. I get the whole, like, local thing and, like, going on the go, but, like, we've been waiting years to play that shit online with our friends. Now we can't. We still can't. This is Nintendo. This is always Nintendo does. One step forward, two steps back.
It's especially confusing because this fall they're rolling out their online paid service, and you would think you would want to have a lineup of games for online.
Exactly. It makes no sense. And I swear to God, if they do that shit with Metroid, if they announce a multiplayer component to Metroid and it's not online, I will be so done with Nintendo, dog. I'll be like, come on, man. Y'all was doing so good. Now
especially, I don't know if you've seen like these reports that people's Switches they're cracking from overheating.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh,
yep.
And like the thing has only been out a year. Like I'm glad I don't use mine that often, so I doubt it's gonna happen. But for people who are heavy users, I can understand it like actually overheating. Like
playing Fortnite too much.
And then it's making the news too because Nintendo apparently is not repairing it for free. They're saying that it's not a wide enough spread issue, so you have to pay right now.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, until it becomes a widespread issue, like you have to pay like $150 to get it.
You said wait for the redesigned Switch version that'll come out.
Yeah, wait till the
Slim?
Smash come out. Like you always want to wait a few generations. Like and I'm pretty sure those ones that they're cracking, those are first generation ones. Because even the one I got it like a year later. So I mean, I guess now would be a good time. You just never want to buy those first generation products. I don't know. We shall see. But shout out to Nintendo. But yeah, I wanted to give him the B, but the Bayonetta card in the Mario Party. Moving on to PC, this was Ethos' favorite conference. First thing on the notes, we can talk about Ethos' love for Frankie. So what did you want to say about her?
Frankie is a wonderful human being who I'd love to take out to dinner one time.
One time for the one time. Frankie, if you ever listen to
this podcast. I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to shoot my shot.
Shoot my shot. You're like a Hamlet character. This is my
shoot
chance.
My shot, goddammit. When I got my game, when Leap's ready and I'm going to be on that stage, I'm going to be like, yo, Frankie, this game's for you, baby.
Oh my God.
Play the trailer.
This man real good. Talk that shit, Ethos. Big dick energy. Jokes aside, though, the few things that they showed that I thought were interesting was Maverick's Proving Ground, which is supposed to be like this first-person shooter. Well, not a first-person shooter. I think it's first and third. It's an MMO, but then they have a battle royale mode where like up to like 400 people can be in it. Is anybody interested in that?
400 people. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm interested, because I want to see how this is going to play out. But other than that, like, I'm not like super hyped about it. I just want to know how they're going to handle it.
Yeah, like I thought they were going to show more gameplay, but like the trailer, all they showed was like a dude running side to side of building, a couple gunshots.
It's still nothing, basically.
Yeah, still nothing. So it's kind of hard to judge it. I think there's supposed to be a beta at the end of August for it if you sign up on the website. But don't quote me on that. Anybody else interested in Mavericks? Somebody in the chat said 398 campers. True. You kind of gonna have to camp in that one. Overkill's The Walking Dead. They showed that. Didn't you get to play that, Jay?
Disappointing, dog. Disappointing.
And why?
What game?
Overkill's The Walking Dead.
Oh, yikes. Tell them about it.
I mean, those CG trailers really made it seem like it's about to be about something, but it's just another zombie game, unfortunately, and it's a bad one. Unless they really find a way to improve before it comes out, it's gonna be a no for me.
What about you, Blitz? I know you're sick of zombie games. Is this the zombie game to bring you back?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well, Ethos? I think
Yeah, it's a no for me.
I feel that. I'll take y'all word that it's ass. They announced that shark game. I know you guys were gushing over it. I don't know why. It didn't really interest me that much. What was so exciting about this?
People?
Yeah, what was exciting about that?
Man, that game look lit. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Being a shark and being able to eat people like that, I think that shit's gonna be tight.
There's been so many shark games where you can eat people, though. On Steam, there's 2 I know alone.
You played them?
Yeah, we played one of them.
No, not Deb.
So what's different between this and Deb?
This one is an RPG shark game.
You play as the shark.
So you can upgrade your RPG.
Yeah, you actually play as the shark. Yeah, bro.
What kind of upgrades can your shark get?
Well, they say like you can swim fast.
You can flap on land.
You can swim fast.
You get bigger teeth, bruh.
You get bigger teeth.
Can you swim? Are there multiple types of shark? Can you be a hammerhead?
You can
great
become a
white.
Hammerhead, great white. Yeah.
You can do more melee damage. Yeah, it's lit, bro.
That shit lit, bro. That shit gonna be lit.
Jaws
Smith said you can swim faster. Laser beams on your shark. Someone said in the chat.
Jetpack on your shark. It's lit.
Oh my god. And that was the only thing that I saw that interested me. Was there anything from the PC conference that I left off that y'all were interested in?
There was that medical hospital sim where you were doing all that crazy shit of how you heal people, but it was
that's all you, bro.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Oh, okay, it looked kind of funny, so I tried it out. That was called though.
Blitz.
Nah, I actually didn't watch much of the PC gaming show this year.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock this one out on the conference grades. I'm gonna give this one a D. I fell asleep during the conference. When we got outside we went to the PC conference. When we were standing outside, everybody said it was everything for the most part. I don't know what the fuck they were watching. I slept half.
You fell asleep. That's why.
Because it was boring. I didn't sleep during any other press conference.
Here's the thing, because you twisting the words. We said that compared to the last conference,
it was way better.
It was better.
You just like Frankie, nigga. Shut up.
So what? And what if I do? What is that gonna do?
If Frankie wasn't there, you wouldn't care.
Okay, if Frankie wasn't there, I'd give him a C. But because Frankie was there, I give it a B+.
Man, I was gone, bro. That's a D for me. What you think, Jay?
It's gonna get a D. It's solid.
Why do y'all still go to the PC conference? Because there was literally nothing to do. I wasn't actually going to go, but there was nothing to do that day. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it, we'll go.
And sometimes you have to make sure that you keep your relationships intact.
That too, yeah.
And sometimes they give out CPUs and shit too, right?
No, they haven't. We keep hoping.
we do hoping that 1 year they're gonna do it.
1 year we don't go is the year they give.
You're gonna be giving out i9s and shit.
Yeah, and we'll piss this shit.
God damn it! But yeah, sometimes it's important just to show up and say hi to the people that you've been talking to and networking with over the years. That's the real reason we went. Other than that,
Frankie, is yours? No. I'll tell you what is yours is 600. You're welcome.
Wow.
Down to wipe.
Down straight.
God damn.
Nobody about to
this man in love, bro. He in love.
Nobody.
Man, take that flight to the UK.
You know it. The 6-hour flight.
All right. Well, that's all the conferences besides the Square Enix one. Nobody cares about that one. So let's wrap this up with an ending conversation. Blitz, who won E3 in your opinion?
This is kind of tough for me because overall, because obviously I wasn't there, just judging what I watched at home, the stage presentations weren't all that great to me because generally what I look for is for shit that we haven't seen before or for new stuff to get revealed. And I expect to be blown away, oh shit, I didn't know this was coming, or oh shit, this actually looks pretty cool, but I didn't really see too much of that. So I guess I'd have to give it to Microsoft because they showed a couple things that did actually I think the fact that they had the Cyberpunk trailer really gave them bonus points. I'm interested in Jump Force, obviously. And then also they actually had me looking forward to the future with whatever new Xbox that they're making. So I had to give it to Microsoft.
Okay. What about you, Ethos?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I gotta definitely give it to Microsoft, because Microsoft did a really great job. I have to say, best they've had in years. And I'd say of all the conferences, that was one that gave me the most amount of stuff that I was like, yeah, this is really cool. And then, what are you doing?
Keep going, you're on the roll.
No, what are you doing, dog? I'll give him. I hate you, dog. You ain't shit, dog.
Hey, don't get mad if it's true. Damn.
I ain't saying it wasn't true. I just say you ain't shit. And but secondly, I was a close second will be definitely the PC Gamer Conference for reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It uplifted my spirits. It made me think that anything is possible. You know.
Okay. What about you, JD? What do you think?
Even though Nintendo was really, really close, just the fact that I'm not interested in the majority of their games compared to what Microsoft showed, and this is just a conference again. Like my statement still stands about the majority of the games still being multiplayer that they showed that I was actually interested in. But for the conference itself, I got to give it to Microsoft. Just because of the hype factor alone. I feel like they did.
Y'all really bullying me like we in fucking grade school. Fuck you niggas.
Hey, it ain't gonna be funny when the Ethos shoots his shot and it goes.
Yeah. When y'all see me at a PC conference and I shoot my shot, then we're gonna see who gonna be laughing.
Yeah, make sure we get it for the vlog.
You better hope Frankie. Gets invited again.
Oh yeah, if she not there, I ain't.
Yeah, because you might get another host. You never know.
Nah, I ain't gonna submit my game.
But no, I'm gonna have to give it. I'm gonna have to give it to Microsoft though. I think they did a pretty good job this year.
I agree. I go with Microsoft just because I feel like they brought the most energy. Like, it was exciting to be there versus PlayStation. PlayStation is so far up their own ass.
And Nintendo never shows up. Like,
yeah,
so just we gotta watch it. Yeah. But they did a really good job though. I'm not gonna take anything away from them. Like, Nintendo was actually like legit like trying. I just wanted to see more. I did want to see that Metroid. I was actually disappointed in that one. That was the only thing I was mad at from their conference for real.
Oh, actually, the one thing that made the Square Enix conference really shitty, because I know a couple of people. A couple of people made it worse. A couple of people I know were looking for that Avengers project heavy, and they didn't show that.
We still haven't heard a thing about that shit, man.
Yeah, so we don't know where that's at now. So they got to come with it.
Still going.
Hopefully they show it next year at E3, because if not, we got a big problem.
E3 next year would be perfect with the Avengers movie coming out.
Yeah,
the
I feel like maybe
so
that's what they're saving up for.
Yeah.
You think they're trying to like coincide it with the next movie?
It'd be smart for marketing, yeah. But we shall see. You forgot about My Friend Pedro. Yeah, that game was fire.
I mean, that was Devolver.
But the Devolver Digital didn't really. I mean, it was kind of a press conference, but it was like a parody.
Yeah, conference is always parodies, yeah.
Yeah, that game was
shout out to Devolver, shout out to Stephanie. Like, y'all said that game was dope, and from the looks of it, it was really fucking dope.
Nah, that Superman game is still a myth, man. It was Hitman 2 that they had to show. So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, this has been the E3 podcast. Y'all got anything else to add before we wrap it up?
Nope.
All right. This has been the E3 post show of Gaming Illuminati, episode 71. You are the host, Blitz, so you got the show floor. What is your closing statement for tonight's episode? Go.
Hey, yo, shout out to GI for having me on here. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. And to everybody in the chat, I mean, you already know this already, but it bears repeating. If you want to be parts of videos just like this, pull up on that Patreon, patreon.com/GI updates. You can be on videos and all kinds of shit. And hang out in the Discord, play with members of GI, play games and shit. So it's pretty lit. So, again, thank you all for having me, and we out.
He did your job for you. We'll cut the check for you after this.
Back down. Episode 71. Go.
Who?
Ethos.
Oh, yeah, JJ didn't hear either. I was like, what do you say? What up, everybody? Goodbye, everybody.
Sensational. JG, what is your closing statement for episode 71? Go.
Man, shout out to y'all for bearing through us being on extreme CP time, but we promise you, man, we working on some things. 2018 is gonna be another glow up year for GI. Just wait on it. Shout out to everybody that has been supporting us throughout the years. And I just realized something, man, because I know like Cam be talking about her birthday. And Cam was talking about his birthday, yo. Some of y'all been rocking with us for like a good 4 or 5 years now. So shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us since the beginning, dog. The beginning. It's been a long time. Now we think about it, man. We getting old out here, but the good years are about to begin. I can promise that.
JG, how many sponsorships do we have?
Oh, we got about a cool million sponsorship. We got sponsorships that people still mad at. They're like, how you get there? They don't even make sense. But why you in our pockets? Like, why can't you just be appreciative of all the blessings that we get?
Let me say this: sponsorships benefit y'all. I'll say it this way. Normally, I don't really like talking about money, but we will be at TwitchCon, me, Ace, and JG, and if anybody else decides to join us later. And this is the first convention that we've ever been to where we didn't have to ask y'all for shit. We booked our tickets, our hotel, and our flights the day they announced the TwitchCon tickets.
Tell them.
That is the point of fucking sponsorships. It benefits you, so we don't gotta lean on y'all and we don't gotta ask for shit. We trying to get it on our own, bro.
Talk your shit.
So when we announce a sponsorship, just know that it benefits everybody. It's
just
good.
support it.
And plus you get discounts on cool shit. We don't co-sign nothing that we don't like. That's one thing that we do.
Exactly.
We do. It may sound funny, Ace got me undies, but he likes it.
He actually likes it, so whatever.
For them.
We don't co-sign shit we don't like, so there you go. The blessings are starting to come. And this has been GI episode 71. If you want to take the show on the go, be sure to check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud. Also, we have an app available. Search on iOS or Android. It is remember we spell Illuminati with the word naughty or nice. And my closing statement is what I said earlier. Thank you guys for the support. It's helping us grow. So other than that, I don't got nothing else to say. I'm tired of talking, and I got a sandwich to eat. So this has been Gaming Illuminati episode 71. See you later.